It's H37T. Until you do some research, don't talk to me. I'm going to find the truth while I sip this martini. Your opinion, it means squat to me. It's H37T. Not all heroes wear capes. I wear glasses to see. I'm going to find the truth while I sip this martini. The trolls hate seeing me succeed, but guess what? H37T. It's H37T. Until you do some research, don't talk to me. I'm going to find the truth while I sip this martini. Your opinion, it means squat to me. It's H37T. Not all heroes wear capes. I wear glasses to see. I'm going to find the truth while I sip this martini. The trolls hate seeing me succeed, but guess what? H37T.
Malaysian 370, contact Ho Chi Minh 120.9. Good night.
Good night, Malaysian 370. Breaking news tonight, a Malaysia Airlines flight with 239 people on board, including 4 Americans, has gone missing.
From the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
Good night, everybody. Welcome. It is going down tonight, chat. I hope you guys are ready for this. This is your host, Ashton Forbes. It's not even technology tonight. It is just YAHTZEE tonight, everybody. This is going to be a huge stream. Glad you guys are here watching. Things have just been blowing up. Like you guys can tell, it's just been getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The debunkers have been marginalized. People are sharing the content. I've got people posting the content in like 5 other languages that I've just seen around there, not even like retweeting me, just reposting it exactly, changing the languages, posting in Chinese, French, Portuguese, Spanish, or just a few of the languages that I saw out there. People are starting to wake up that this is what happened in the plane, that those videos are real, and they should be, because that's what happened with those videos. Those are the MH370 videos. That's what happened to Malaysian Airlines. That's why the plane disappeared. That's why all the bullshit's been going on. United States government is implicated. If you guys watched me the other night, you saw that I posted a video directly accusing the United States military, the intelligence communities, and President Barack Obama, in addition to other co-conspirators in the disappearance and abduction and conspiracy cover-up of Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. I am not joking around with that. That is a direct accusation. This is not satire. This is a formal accusation of criminal activity. I don't think that they will ever be prosecuted because I don't think there's any justice in this world. And I don't think that the judiciary in the United States, I think, is completely corrupt. But the point stands. And why is that important to make that statement? That's important to make that statement because we've got people out there. If you go on social media, people have been coming at me. They have been making up excuses, lies, trying to discredit me, trying to discredit the case, lying about the case, fabricating fake debunks about the case. And I want those people who are doing that to know you are on notice. And when these videos do get confirmed, I am going to suggest to the Department of Justice that you face criminal charges for conspiracy for covering it up. You're not going to be hidden behind your weird screen name. I will, we will subpoena Twitter, Reddit, whatever, to get your real names. I just want you to be clear on that so that there's no confusion later on, no lying about it. So the best thing you can do here is not lie about these videos. I am going to have the families come after you using the Alex Jones precedent, Sandy Hook precedent, and take all your money and everything that you have. So do not do that. Everybody who's been that has been officially warned. That's why I made that statement that's out there. So now get into the fun stuff. Guys, also, and yes, and we do have records of your guys' posts and stuff that you're putting out there. So just stop it, man. Just stop it. And if you're one of these people, there's people out there that are literally trying to make up lies about me and stuff like that. I strongly suggest you stop doing that. You guys know who you are that's out there. Strongly suggest that you stop. If you've got some mental disability that can't make you stop, just get off the internet for a while, man. Get off the internet. Nothing is going to make these videos go away. I want to say that right off the bat. And before I do that, I do want to say hi to people, but there's way too many people in the chat today. Like, guys, we already got 1,000 people and we're only a few minutes in. So if you guys are in there in the chat, thank you guys very much. Greatly appreciate it, especially the people that have been following along for months and months and months, especially in the down times when, you know, we haven't had as much traction. I mean, we're at probably the highest peak that we've been at with respect to this case. This is not any grift. Nobody's doing this for money. I'm not doing this for attention. I think you can tell that if this was real, obviously there would be like, there's going to be huge things that come from this. Of course, you can't deny that in general, but that's not why I'm doing this. We've always been doing this to get it to the answers for the families, but also for the technology being out to the government, out to the public, from the government out to the public. So yes, nothing is going to stop this. I don't care what kind of influencer you are, how many millions of followers you have on Twitter or on YouTube or anywhere else. There's absolutely nothing you're going to be able to do to make this case go away without the United States government making a statement about it. And if you are out there trying to make the case go away without the United States government, then your motives are very suspect, extremely suspect. And it goes back to what I said before as well. So do not do that. Do not try to make the case go away. I don't care if you're Kimdotcom. I don't care if you're the Corridor Crew with your 6 million followers on YouTube. In fact, the more followers and the more money you make, the less you should be trying to come out against this case, because you got a lot to lose. Because those families deserve a lot of money, and I'm going to make sure they take your money, and then it becomes their money. So now let's jump right into this with respect to what was going on with Kimdotcom. Okay. So people probably just saw that he posted in Twitter, replied to one of my comments. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up so we can just watch along at home. We're going to start with that tonight. Let's see. And where's my post about this? Right here. Okay. Share screen. I'm going to have to pop this screen out. Hold on, guys. Now, before I pop this out, I want people to know that I muted Kimdotcom months ago because I never got a good feeling from this guy. And when he hid, okay, let me just read it. So, and you can see he's been muted on my post here. No, Ashen, it's stock footage, and the photos that were used in the creation of these videos are holding people back. You have a gift. Use your talent to solve real problems. Now, I don't want to expose Kimdotcom more than I have to here, but I absolutely will if necessary. So I would prefer not to, but don't stand in my way on this, Kim, or anybody else. Okay? The fact that Kimdotcom is coming out of the woodwork 4 months later, 5 months later, when this is at its peak once again, is extremely suspicious. Extremely suspicious. Because I was already suspicious of why he was reaching out to me before, when he has usually nothing to do with the UFO topic or anything related to that. Especially because he's facing extradition in the United States, and he told me in a private message or in a private conversation that we had that his assets from Mega Upload were actually seized by the United States government, and he gets them doled back as an allowance. Nobody in that situation should be trying to come out to me, who I am exposing the United States government, and trying to influence people. It just makes you look bad, Kimdotcom. Don't do it, man. Also, this is not your wheelhouse. You are not some kind of science expert. You are not an expert on UFOs. You are not an expert on any relevant things here whatsoever. So stand out of my way and let me deal with the United States government. I'm going to take them down, and you can just enjoy it. I'm going to do you a favor on this one. Okay? So I replied to this as well. Where's my reply? Where's my reply? Oh, I think I replied further down here, maybe. So Kimdotcom says, I spent an hour on the phone with a photographer who took the cloud pictures in Japan. So first of all, Kimdotcom offered this guy $10,000 and he turned it down. Well, actually, he accepted it. And you know what? We're going to play that video as well, just so that people can hear it. Kimdotcom actually told me to record this, by the way. So if anybody gets mad that I recorded this, Kimdotcom's the one who told me to record it so that we would have a record of it. I may have to find it. I should have probably got this queued up before we do this. There's the level up thing, blah, blah, blah. I may have to dig around and find it. It's probably on my Twitter profile. So before I do that, so then I said in response to him, remember when he told us to look at the torrents from this call that he's talking about? We did. The images didn't exist in the torrents. So why didn't they just find out who downloaded the images in the 7-day window? And also, Kim, how do you make a full 3D rendered environment out of a 2D cloud picture? Because I'm open to logical answers on this one. I haven't checked to see if he replied, but I have a feeling that he didn't reply because he doesn't like to usually answer questions that he doesn't have a logical answer for. And I don't see any answer from Kim.com on this one. So let's jump back to my post then. That was the post that I was just sharing there. So here's my response. When I see that, and once again, guys, I'm not above coming at anybody. So if you come at me, man, you better be ready, dude. You 100% better be ready. Kim, you're facing extradition in the United States and they control your assets. You told me this straight up. I'm afraid I cannot trust you. I think you're a smart guy, but you completely ignored my DMs when I explained how it can't be a 2D cloud image in these videos. You hid my reply in your posts, and that's when I muted you. You also blew up on Dr. Greer, which was really weird. Like, guys, I don't know if you were there in that conversation December 16th of 2023 in the space, but Kim.com's interaction with Greer was extremely bizarre and pretty unhinged, if I'm being honest with you. Now, I get it. He doesn't believe the U.S. has this technology. First of all, he's wrong. But whatever you want to believe, I don't really care. You also think that aliens should give us the cure for cancer. That's not how any of this works. You don't seem to comprehend how this works, is that once you unlock this unification theory of quantum field mechanics and general relativity, it doesn't have to do with cures for cancer. The physics that we're talking about here is more borderline on metaphysics, which is from a medical healing perspective, we're talking about the ability to like reverse tumors and cancers. We're not talking about the cures for them. And this physics also opens up the door to free energy, warping an object, and doomsday weapons. You get everything. It's Pandora's box. You don't get a pick. It's not Burger King. You don't get to have it your way. Making a 2D cloud picture from a 3D video is the absolute bare minimum that the United States government intelligence community would do to hide this video. Kim.com, out of all people, who literally got raided. There's a video of the raid on his place, which was pretty over the top, if I'm going to be honest. He should know that. This is a guy that should definitely know what the intelligence community is capable of. Is it easier to take a 2D picture and turn it into a 3D fully rendered environment, which we've proven? Or is it easier to take a 3D picture or 3D video and convert it to a 2D picture? You guys tell me the answer to that one. Now, I'm going to expose this technology, and I'm going to expose what we did at MH370, we being the United States government, with or without Kim.com, with or without any other influencers. I'm putting this out there because I want people to be on notice for this so that they know that I'm not messing around. Now, the other thing I want to say on the Kim.com stuff, I do not want to expose them. I don't want to go through my DMs, but I would be happy to. I'm trying to get away from doing that, but I can show the DMs where I've got like 10 DMs to Kim.com explaining why there can't be a 2D cloud picture, and he just completely ghosted me. I could also talk about the fact that he called me up the very next day when that cloud image came out at like 8 in the morning, my time, when I had just woken up, and he pressured me to come out and make a statement that said that the images were debunked. Literally pressured me to do so, which is not normal behavior. What else did I want to say? So anyway, I found that to be pretty suspicious because I never had a good feeling about it. That's why I ended up deleting that post. And later that day, the whole story started to fall apart. Oh yeah. And also Kim.com basically offered me a job to try to help his case against the United States. Kind of like what he's talking about with using my talents for other things or some bullshit like that. But then ghosted me about that too. These are all factual statements, by the way. So I'm going to be honest. Best bet you can do here, Kim, I like to give people my honest opinions for what they should do is don't get involved in this. Now, if you want to flip your script and you want to come out and support me again, I'm going to be honest. It's going to be hard for me to trust you. The best thing you can do if you want to be on my side is just retweet my content. I really don't want to get your opinions on it if I'm being perfectly honest. Like I said, this thing is not going to stop till the United States government issues a statement, and anyone trying to prevent that from happening should be deemed suspicious. I've already given the verifiable information to the AARO. We don't need to litigate this on social media. The AARO is going to have to issue a statement one way or another, and anything they say, I will be able to determine if it's a lie or not. They will be able to find out if these are the videos Edward Sealand leaked. They will be able to find out if that's what an MQ-1C Gray Eagle looks like, and I've got like 10 people in the last couple of days telling me it is. And the satellite video, they will be able to confirm too if that's a cyber system. And if and when that does happen, all the people who've been lying about this and trying to hide about it, your day of reckoning will come. Your day of reckoning will come. So just keep that in the back of your minds, guys, before you decide to take any actions. Let's see. I think we covered that. Oh, yeah. And also, we're well past the cloud images here, guys. We're well past determining whether or not some 2D cloud pictures in these videos. Way past that. The body of evidence is far too strong. If somebody wants to begin to explain how they knew where the coordinates of the plane should be 10 days, 9 days before the coordinates were available, feel free to just start explaining to me which psychic hoaxer did this. In fact, people ask me, what would it take to make the videos go away? Well, the answer to that is you need to find the hoaxer. If you're not out there trying to find the hoaxer of these videos, then again, your motives are suspect. If you think these videos are debunked, you should have been trying to find the hoaxer when Kim.com had a $100,000 bounty that was never paid out, by the way. So no, Kim.com's bounty was never paid out. Jonas, the guy who supposedly took the pictures, said that he would take a $10,000 reward and then came back and backtracked on it. And he actually pretended for like a day and a half that he didn't agree to it. I don't think he knew that I had recorded our meeting with Kim.com. So it seems like he was lying and he didn't know. So he completely discredited himself when he lied about that. And then later on, after he got caught in the lie, came out and said, okay, well, now I'll take it, but I'm going to give it to the families, which also doesn't make any sense because you can't do that. I'm going to actually pull it up so we can play that. I've got it out here somewhere. Damn, where is it? If somebody can find the post for me, I appreciate it. For some reason, I can't find the one where I took the video, and I can't seem to find the video in my list here either. Here's all my Jonas ones, the 10th. Huh. Weird, man. Oh, maybe I'll Google. Hold on. Oh, Jonas affidavit. There it is. Okay. Where is it? Oh, okay. I got it. Here we go, guys. You ready?
Another thing that I wanted to ask you, would you be willing?
Right away, we're already hearing Kim.com's voice, right? By the way, Kim.com is the one who told me to record this. So once again, don't get mad at me. Kim.com told me to.
Willing to do an affidavit? It's kind of a notarized sworn document that your evidence is accurate, that you took that photo on that day, that there's no falsehoods in anything that you're saying.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm happy to vouch for the authenticity of these files.
Happy to vouch for the authenticity of the files. Next day claims that never happened. Says that never happened the next day. I posted that video, and next thing you know, he's changing his tune later that day. So I appreciate that Kim.com did this, but I want to clarify for everybody out there that no hoaxer ever came forward. The bounty was never paid out. Kim.com wanted to pay this guy the bounty. I told him no. If you want to give him anything, give him $10,000. And he said, okay, I'll give you $10,000. He said right then and there, he was going to give him the Bitcoin right then and there. And the guy says, well, I don't have a Bitcoin address. And then he comes back with that statement about the affidavit. The affidavit play was a really good play by Kim.com, which is why I'm disappointed in him in general, because he should have seen through the bullshit on this one. And I don't know if that guy was being played or whatever, but all I know is that there's no 2D cloud picture in this. We've got a full 3D render environment requirement. So let's go ahead and just show. Actually, I think I already did show that, but you know what? We'll show it again. I'm going to play that one more time.
Now, another thing that I wanted to ask you, would you be willing to do an affidavit? It's kind of a notarized sworn document that your evidence is accurate, that you took that photo on that day, that there's no falsehoods in anything that you're saying. Yeah,
sure.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm happy to vouch for the authenticity of these files.
I think that was probably the biggest mistake of that guy's whole life. Just going to be honest with you. Jonas DeRoe, probably biggest mistake of your life. Very first thing that I did when this guy DM'd me was told him not to get involved. Should have let other people get involved in it. You're some random picture taker. You shouldn't be getting involved making a debunk video. And then his response was, is that a threat? Yeah, it was just honest advice. You probably should have took it back then. And I hope you don't end up regretting that. Now, he also threatened me multiple times. Jonas DeRoe did. with supposed legal consequences. And you know what? I may show that DM because I want to make sure that this guy doesn't have any legal case ever again against me. And Redditors thought that I should be afraid of this guy. I've never said anything false about him. All I've done is post factual stuff that he said. So here we go. Let me pull this up. I'm going to screenshot it for you guys so I don't have to reveal a bunch of other stuff. Okay. So I want you to know what kind of creep and loser this Jonas guy is. Those are my opinions, by the way. But here we go. Let's stop share screen. Let's hide this. So same guy you just saw in this video. These are the DMs from this guy. Let's make sure there's nothing. Okay, so this is how much of a loser Jonas DeRoe is, guys. So next time, here is like the best legal advice if you're somebody who's out there. Let you know we're documenting everything you publish about me online and are currently looking into our options for a defamation charge. I'll be in touch with other relevant parties such as Textures.com legal team and our partners in the United States as well. I'd appreciate if you take down any previous posts about me. I won't respond to that publicly and happy to pretend it never happened and let you run your business. Anyway, I just thought you should know, best Jonas. This is what a dumb fuck Redditor says, who doesn't know anything about the law. And so you can see that was December 13th. So I just ignored him. I ghosted him because he's an idiot and he has no idea what he's talking about. He has no lawsuit against me. And in fact, I'm going to make sure that the families take every single penny Jonas has. I'll make sure that the media crucifies this guy for the rest of his life. So you made the biggest mistake you've ever made, Jonas DeRoe. Just letting you know that right now when these videos get confirmed. May I have contact information from that of you or your legal counsel? I'm proceeding with preparing a defamation charge against you, January 29th, 2024. I also want to inform you I filed a comprehensive police report with the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department detailing the false and damaging statements attributed to you. He filed a false police report against me in Tokyo. My response, I didn't say anything false about you. Good luck. His response says, I'm just going to read this one. You can take my word for it. I'm proceeding in Japan, not the United States. Statements don't need to be false to be convicted of. You know what? I am going to show it. Hold on. I am going to show it. I don't want there to be any ambiguity about this. I didn't say anything false about you. Good luck. You know what the absolute defense against defamation is? The truth. I guess this is the problem with like Redditors is Redditors don't really understand the law or really anything else, unfortunately. And these are, by the way, these are the same people debunking the videos. So this is the level of intelligence that we're dealing with here, guys. For the record, when people sue, they don't threaten people about it. Laughing my ass off. You're such a loser. I also recorded our call. So really, man, good luck. So that was me just laying the hammer down on this guy because I've recorded the whole call. So good luck with that, bro. And I just played it several times for you. And he says, I'm proceeding in Japan, not in the United States. Statements don't need to be false to be convicted of defamation here. No subpoena needed either. I'm just making sure you're in the system here. So he reported a false criminal claim against me in Japan. Honestly, if anything, I probably have a good defamation case against him. And Jonas, best thing you should do, Jonas, is come out, issue a formal apology, say that the videos aren't debunked, apologize for making your debunk video, and delete it off the internet. That's what I told you to do right in the beginning. You are a fucking idiot. I don't really know how else to put it, man. You've gotten yourself into so much trouble here. I don't even know where to begin. This is just straight up complete moron. And so, of course, like, you know, he has absolutely no case against me. And if he were to file a case, I would countersue and take him for everything he's got. So I hope he doesn't, but it's up to him. So now that we've dealt with that little bit of business, you know, and just for the record, once again, I'm just going to say it again. If you're trying to debunk these videos because you don't think they can be real, you should be thinking very hard and clearly about what you're doing. You're fundamentally, potentially covering up a conspiracy where 239 people disappeared, where just again, the official story is they don't know what happened to the plane. I want you just to be 100% clear for everybody who's out there, so that nobody is out there thinking that, you know, they're going to come at me or whatever. Yeah, and here's the thing too, is that I gave this guy all the chances in the world. I told him not to come out, not to involve himself in this. He told me that he didn't want to. I said, don't do it then don't. And I said, don't make a debunk video for sure, because that's definitely going to get you directly involved. He did multiple Ask Me Anythings on Reddit. This guy did multiple Ask Me Anythings on Reddit. Guy that just took some random picture. He refused to listen to any of the evidence that I put forth. Absolutely refused to listen to any of it. Didn't review any of it. So not only did he not do his due diligence at all to review the facts of the information, then he went out and made a debunk video without realizing that there can't be a 2D cloud picture in these videos. So everybody out there, Kimdotcom, Jonas DeRoe, whatever, you're all on notice. You guys want to take it to court? I'm happy to take it to court. You guys have more money than me. I'm happy to take your money. And you really don't want to come out against these videos, because if these videos do get proven to be true, people are going to be wanting to crucify people out there. Have you seen how upset the families are? Imagine what the public's going to think of somebody who tried to debunk the real fate of MH370, who tried to hide warp drive, free energy, and other advanced technologies from the world. I don't think they're going to look kindly upon you. I think that your life might as well be over. So, yeah, some of these people need like real hobbies, man. And I'm not going to dunk on this guy anymore, but this is just, you know, again, giving you guys fair warning here. And again, and last time I'm going to say this, but I'm doing this because I want to make sure that nobody can play ignorant later on in the future. Nobody can pretend like they weren't warned, that they didn't know what would happen, that they didn't think that they were doing anything wrong. You've been officially warned. Okay, so. Oh yeah, if that Jonas guy ever came at me, the very first thing I would do is just post the thing of him threatening to sue me, where I said that I didn't do anything wrong, and him admitting that I didn't do anything wrong, but it doesn't matter. End of legal argument, and then I'm countersuing you and taking all your money. Okay, next thing, guys. So, what do we got next? Okay. So I think we've addressed the cloud situation, and we've addressed the Kimdotcom situation out there pretty well. Now let's go ahead and take a look at, now we've done the dirty business, the first 30 minutes here. The next thing I want to talk about is the warp drive stuff. I want to go back into that for a minute. Let's close this. Actually, I'm going to leave this open for a second. I do want to make a formal appeal here to the physics community and the science community. What's wrong? Oh, there it is. Okay, there. But I want to look at the content before with you guys, so I make sure that I'm doing this correctly. So first thing I want to do, guys, let's dig into the thing we were looking at yesterday or 2 days ago, I think. Well, first of all, congratulations for 100,000 followers, and I'm congratulating you guys for helping being part of MH370X. We had 100,000 followers. In fact, we're up to like 102,000. We got like 2,000 followers yesterday. What's the earpiece for? So that I can hear when we play videos and stuff like that. So that's big. And like I said, things have been growing rapidly with respect to this. Yeah, we're going to look back at the DIA paper here in just a second. So just like what Nature's Wisdom said, because there's some more of this DIA paper that's extremely relevant for the physics. So I guess I'll set the table here for this, is that with these videos being real, if somebody faked these videos, why did they fake them with real science that's not publicly mainstream? These videos prove warp drive is real, but mainstream physics doesn't know that it can be real. In fact, mainstream physics right now says that you need negative energy in order for a wormhole or warp drive to be possible. In these videos, we're literally looking at that. We're looking at a cold, dark endothermic event. We're looking at the negative energy that's required for a wormhole. So who fake these videos consistent with physics that wasn't mainstream. It's not even mainstream now, let alone in 2014, which was just completely unknown. In fact, the paper that we're looking at is from 2010. So unless the hoaxer was, let's see, a psychic who is also an engineer and knew aeronautical capabilities, but they also knew physics that the mainstream didn't accept, and they wanted to fake it like mainstream physics doesn't even know is possible, then these videos have to be real. The reality of these videos, and let's just play it. Let's just play the MH370 videos. The MH370 videos are real. I'm 100% sure at this point. The intelligence community that's hiding these videos is freaking out. The side that wants this information to be hidden is losing their minds because some random dude on Twitter was able to use the publicly available information to figure out these videos are real. And they don't know what to do. Probably in the old days, like 10 years ago, they probably would have silenced me. But now it doesn't matter. The information is out there. And even if they silence me, 10 other people are going to pick up the pace. So there's nothing they can do on that front. The side that wants the information out is laughing their asses off at the people that are trying to hide it. Because it's to the point now where they've been suppressing the science so much that it's like when you lie too much and you get yourself wrapped into a corner and now you can't make up another lie anymore because anything you do, you'll get caught up on. That's exactly what's happening. So the people that want this stuff to come out are laughing their asses off at the people who are trying to hide it. The answer of how I know is, first of all, that I know certain people, and the rest of it's through deduction. Certain people want this information to come out. Certain people don't want this information to come out. Certain people are profiting off of it. And the side that is trying to hide it right now is, the issue here is that the science has gotten out there. So there's enough science out there where normal people who, just like me or some of you guys as well, can figure it out. There's enough science where you can piece together what we're looking at here. And that's how I was able to deduce it. That's why my intuition was mostly on the mark with respect to what's happening in these videos. That's why people like Salvatore Paez came out and wanted to talk to me. That's why Bob Greenier was able to figure it out, because these guys know this stuff's real and it's really cutting edge. And so for someone like me, who's just a random guy, to be able to figure it out with no formal training in physics or electrical engineering, that's what impressed them so much. A lot of people only believe whatever they read in their textbooks. And when you do that, you can't understand why this is possible. You have to have an open analytical mind in order to be able to figure this out. That doesn't mean that I'm unique or special. It just means that, that's the type of requirement that you need for some of this stuff. That's why there's not a lot of people, they don't take like all the people you would consider to be science influencers into the Department of Defense. Those aren't the smartest people. A lot of them are some of the dumbest ones. The smartest ones don't make it aware, that don't speak out as openly like this. Somebody asked another question. These are not manned by humans, these orbs you see here. This is a plasma field. In fact, I didn't even know that hypersonic weapons use plasma sheaths until well into this investigation like a few weeks ago. So I think the proper classification for these would be hypersonic weapon, encased in a plasma field. Although it is obviously a little bit more sophisticated than a normal, just like what we would think of as like a missile with a plasma field around it. Because these things are just straight up creating space in front of themselves using a laser. And we're going to find out when we read this paper in a minute, that's exactly what they're doing. So I hadn't even read this this DIA paper on warp drive, dark energy, and manipulation of extra dimensions. And it's got all the answers right in there. This is the thing that I don't understand how people don't figure this out, is the science is out in the open. All you have to do is look at it. That's it. The problem with a lot of academics that are out there is that they don't just look at what's out there. They just they're too close-minded in terms of what they think can be possible. Those videos that we just looked at right there are the answer to the test. Those tell us how physics works. Now, one thing I want to say right off the bat, science is the study of observable reality. Science is not dictated by scientific papers. That's not how science works. Science is what we actually observe and can test. And then we write the papers based on that. What we have here is we have the answers to the test. So a lot of scientists are working forward saying, here's the scientific literature that I know of, and they're trying to figure out the answers. We're working with the answers over here, and we are working backwards trying to figure out how it works. Reverse engineering by literal definition. And it turns out We found the answer in the middle here in a bunch of scientific papers that are already out there. And that's what we're going to look at here tonight is, and I'm not trying to pick on anybody, but Sabine Hassenfelder replied on one of my Twitter posts. And I went back and I looked through her YouTube videos. We're going to look at those YouTube videos together. Probably going to get striked on it, but I don't care. And I'm going to explain to her and to the science community exactly why she's wrong on her various points that she makes. Not necessarily wrong, but how these are the answers to everything that we need for warp drive. We're staring at it right there. And I think she's smart enough and open-minded enough to understand that. If not, and they don't want to believe it, that's fine. The true reality is whoever looks at these videos first and realizes they're true and adjusts the scientific papers will probably win a Nobel Prize. They probably will. Do they deserve it? Not really, because the science has already been out there. For us to already have it means somebody already figured it out, and they just haven't gotten credit for it. And that's the way the world really works. And so that's why people like Kimdotcom as well are just kind of in the dark on this, is that they don't realize how the science works here. The science has been suppressed. It's been out there. So actually, at first, I want to look at her post. And Sabine or Miss Hassenfelder, I don't call people doctors that are not medical doctors, so it's not anything personal. I know you're a PhD and you do deserve respect. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful to any scientists that are out there, including her. I think she's very intelligent. But I do want to look here at this post that she made so that I can give a little bit of insight to it, where I think that humbly, she might have missed the mark a little bit. So let's go ahead and pull this up. Geez, I have a lot of posts here. Oh, by the way, as well, the community notes got removed, guys. So cheers on that. So the other thing that happened is the community notes on my content got removed. Thank God, because people are just posting their opinions in my content and they're spamming every single one of my posts with these fake community notes. It's a straight up abuse of community notes. Also, shout out to David Pallades. If I butchered your last name, I'm sorry, sir. But thank you very much for helping with this. He does missing 411, searching for missing people. I think this is right up that alley. 239 people disappeared. There's no answer for what happened to them. And we have verifiable evidence that can lead to maybe even their discovery if somehow some of these people survived. I don't potentially think they did, but I like to keep my, let's keep an open mind on that front. Where is it? Man, this is pretty far back. Where's my DIA paper? Oh, here it is. Okay. So I previously made this post. Let's share this. Okay. Now, this paper we're going to look at right here is probably the most important paper I've ever seen. This paper is, and yeah, shout out to the Hodge twins as well, who retweeted a bunch of my stuff. Big ups to them in general. And I honestly, I think the best move is just to retweet the content that you like. You like the content, retweet the content. So honestly, I explained it pretty much right here. We're going to go into more depth in a minute. But the Defense Intelligence Reference Document from 2010 explains how warp drive works via Alcubierre drive, bending space-time. The answer is Alcubierre drive. That's how we're able to warp an object. They pretty much nailed it. Bending space-time like this creates a bubble that generates a wormhole, quote-unquote, allowing for faster-than-light relativistic travel. There is a negative energy requirement for warp travel, which we can be achieved by adding another dimension, which Tesla referred to as the ether. Kaluza added this extra spatial dimension when he created his unification theory in 1919 through 1921 and added the vector and scalar potentials. So I actually even went ahead and I screenshotted it down here where you can see it. Kaluza offered a unique approach to unifying gravity and electromagnetism, which involved adding an extra spatial dimension to general relativity and populating this extra dimension with two mathematical objects called vector and scalar potentials. We're going to look at the rest of this in a minute. So where was her response? Can't remember. It's in one of these somewhere here. Oh, man, I probably should have screenshotted it. Where was it? I remember it was a reply in one of these. Oh, here it is right here. Okay, so I said, I'm watching a video about warp drive by Sabine Hassenfelder. I tagged her. And every single criticism she has is actually addressed in this paper. That's a factual statement I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. And unfortunately, this is how embarrassing science influencers are. And this was rude of me. I apologize. I probably shouldn't have been rude like this. But this is true. The answers are simply in plain sight. And I don't think anybody out there, especially not somebody who's a scientist, should be making videos that say debunked in them. You're clearly fishing for attention when you do that. I've seen several of her videos that do that. That's not good science whatsoever. In fact, that takes you down, in my eyes, a few pegs, down to science influencer. So her response was, the document referred to does neither address the question of momentum of conservation nor where the material is supposed to come from. If you think that we can just add a dimension in space, you misunderstood more than just physics, which is a pretty condescending reply, if I'm being honest, because obviously she didn't ever read this paper, because it literally, I mean, she must not even have read my post. You can't just add an extra dimension. Well, that's literally what Kaluza did in 1919. That's literally what he did, literally what Tesla did. It's written right here. By adding an extra spatial dimension to general relativity. It's right there. I don't mean to talk to you like you're a baby, but it's a little bit embarrassing when you say stuff like that. Also, it's embarrassing when you bring up stuff like conservation of momentum, because when we're talking about conservation of momentum, it doesn't really apply when we're dealing with a space-time bubble. If I've got a space-time bubble like this, and my object's in this, and 1 minute's here, and the next minute's over here, there's no issue of conservation of momentum. There's a general localized bubble here. The plane is still moving at the exact same speed when it comes out of that bubble. There's no issue of conservation of momentum whatsoever. This is not a situation where the plane itself is getting to light speed. So, she's a very accomplished physicist with like 100 papers. So I'm very surprised that I saw that type of reply in there, because conservation of momentum is not an issue at all here. In fact, when we are talking about this, as Salvatore Pais' patent points out, that there is an inertial mass reduction capability. So it actually is possible to potentially violate the law of conservation of momentum and literally set the plane down when it goes through the warp bubble. In this case, I don't think that's what is happening in the MH370 videos. I think that the situation with the MH370 videos is that it is simply coming out at the same speed that it goes in. So no issue of extra dimension, no issue of the extra dimension. That's already been done. And there's no issue whatsoever of conservation of momentum. I think you'd be better off arguing the issue of conservation of energy, which we probably going to have to rewrite. And potentially the second law of thermodynamics is probably going to end up getting violated. Now, I'm going to do a quick recap for the science people here, and then I'm going to look at this paper with you guys. How is this possible? How is what we see in the videos possible? How is all this possible? The answer is there is an extra dimension. So scientists like to talk about the quantum fluctuations. In fact, I was just looking at a Kurt Germangle had Lawrence Krauss on, who I'm just going to shit on Lawrence Krauss. I think Lawrence Krauss is an idiot. And unfortunately, he probably won't be remembered too kindly in the history books because he does not understand how the physics really works. He understands how he thinks it works, and academia has told him, but not correct. But they're talking about these virtual particles just come into existence. Where do they come from? How does something come from nothing? Where does the quantum fluctuations come from exactly? And this is the part where the mainstream physicists have lost their way. The answer for Sabine and everybody else is there is an extra dimension. The ether. We're going to call it the ether. I don't want credit for all of this because I'm just an investigator. But we don't need virtual particles. In fact, you can keep your virtual particles if you want, but they come from the ether. The ether is our source of unlimited negative energy. Yes, you heard me correctly. Unlimited negative energy. So this is why not only do we get warp drive, because what do we need in order to create a warp bubble? We need negative energy. But this is also why we're going to get free energy out of it as well. And it shouldn't be that crazy, because in the universe, we have symmetry essentially everywhere. We see symmetry everywhere. And yet we speculate there's negative mass and negative energy, but we don't see it. Well, it's there. It's in the ether. It's in the extra dimension that we do not perceive. Now, how do you want to be able to perceive it? Imagine the canvas. The canvas is the ether. The paint, our reality on it. That's everything we see around us. And this shouldn't surprise us because now we've seen EM drive is real and can work. Because it's all a matter of having the negative energy is what allows us to get the opposite repulsion force that we need. And then extreme amounts of energy can allow us to bend space-time entirely, which is what we're going to see in this paper here. So highly recommend to the physicists and scientists that are out there, read this paper, Warp Drive, Dark Energy, and Extra Dimensions. Also, now that reminds me as well, dark energy is also solved in this problem. Dark energy is the negative entropy that comes, or negative energy that comes from the ether itself. Problem solved. Oh, and this is the other thing I want to say is that the idea that we can't just add extra dimensions or whatever, physicists have been just making stuff up for as long as physics has been around. So yes, we can add extra dimensions. Yes, Kaluza-Klein already did that between 1919 and 1926. And we added dark matter and we added dark energy, which aren't really even things. Those are things that we are trying to explain what we can't understand. Dark matter is us trying to explain why stars don't just spin off from their galaxies and fly off into the void. Dark energy is us trying to understand why the universe can expand faster than the speed of light in the Big Bang. You don't want to know why dark energy can allow us to expand faster than the speed of light? It's actually very simple. Because in the ether, the speed of light is no longer constant. Because our reality is a medium. Just like if I were to shine a light through my martini glass right here, and there's going to be a refraction. Same thing happens in the medium that we see all around us. Now, why do we not realize that? Because we're all on Earth here. We're all in the same medium. It's like fish in a fishbowl that don't realize there's anything outside of it. Same concept. The moment you strip away the medium, now the speed of light can move, as Tesla reported, 50 times faster than the speed of light. Now you've explained how dark energy works as well. So we're going to be able to explain dark energy. The ether is going to give us dark energy, negative energy. It's going to allow us to warp an object, and it's going to give us literally free energy. That's the future. Whether or not you believe me, I don't really give a shit because we're looking at 2 videos of it being real. I wouldn't be able to figure any of this out without those videos being real. So either somebody faked those videos with science that isn't mainstream, that somehow allowed me to figure out exactly how the universe works, or those videos are real and we're going to rewrite the laws of physics. So those are the options. Cheers. Now, ask yourself this. If I'm wrong, so what? Nothing happens. I guess we go back to trying to figure out why we can't understand how unification of general relativity and quantum field mechanics works. And if I'm right, then everything changes. Then we get to move to Star Trek. So is it worth it? I think it's worth it. I think we should take the chance on me being right. And I think that if you do the math and you do the physics equations, you will find out that it checks out. In fact, this paper is going to prove it for us right now. Yeah, so cheers real quick, guys. Let's do a quick commercial break here, and then we'll get to this paper. Cheers. So how crazy is that, guys? How crazy is the idea that we potentially just figured out physics? Found out that the Maxwell equations got reduced. We just did investigative journalism. Just investigative journalism. Was able to figure out that these videos are real, that the Maxwell equations got incorrectly reduced, which is why we didn't figure out how to bend gravity before this. The military has already figured it out with their special access programs decades ago. They've been suppressing the science and the inertial mass reduction capability and everything else that comes along with this. They've been suppressing the ether. The public mainstream academia has just been literally stonewalled, not being able to progress because they've been all stuck on quantum foam and quantum fluctuations and virtual particles instead of just realizing that there's an ether and that solves all the problems. They've been out there just coming up with new terms for stuff like dark energy and dark matter when we don't need any of that. The dark matter thing might not get solved with this. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll probably get there too, but the dark energy thing is definitely figured out from this. So once again, oh, and also I just want to say this as well real quick. Oh, Kim.com responded? Okay. We'll take a quick look at that. And I don't care how egotistical it sounds, because I mean we're just dealing with the most incredible crap ever here. But I don't really want the Nobel Prize, although I'll split the money with you. People may say, well, why would you not? I think they give you money with Nobel Prize, right? Somebody check on that. People say, why would you not want to donate the money to to the families of the victims? Maybe, but the families of the victims should be getting their money from the United States government, from Boeing, from the Malaysian government, from Rolls-Royce, from all the debunkers. All those people should be giving all their money to the families. That's where their money should come from. The money for figuring this out should come from whatever Nobel Prize or whatever other crap that we want to give people for that. I just want the Pulitzer Prize because I think I probably earned that with my journalism, my investigative journalism related to this. And then I want to rip that thing up on stream. I don't know if it comes in a piece of paper, but if it doesn't come in a piece of paper, I'll just print something out and then I'll just rip it up there because I want people to know how much of a joke mainstream journalism is. Not even just mainstream, all journalism, frankly. There's been certain journalists that I've talked to as well related to this. I'm not going to name them, but nobody would pick this story up. Nobody had the balls to pick this story up, which is potentially the biggest story in the history of the world, at least to date. Free energy and anti-gravitational technology that's been kept hidden for decades, including us freaking stealing an airliner. We stole a fucking airliner out of the midair and just lied to the world about it. And nobody could figure it out, even though it's just the worst cover-up ever. Yeah, went out to the South Indian Ocean. Well, we searched everywhere and found nothing. And nobody even thinks twice about it. Nobody even thinks twice about it. So, aren't I worried they're going to off me? Honestly, I don't give a shit, dude. I'm so far past being worried about them offing me. You have no idea. Don't give a shit whatsoever. And it's too late. It's too late. This is the reason why I open sourced everything. I open sourced everything. All the evidence is out there. It's never going away. My account's not getting deleted. You guys should download everything you want to download. I just told you the answer just now. I just told the whole world the whole answer. The ether explains everything. It explains how we can unify the forces, explains how we can get dark energy, how we can get negative energy, how we can do warp drive, how warp drive's real. And the papers have been out there too. Harold White, Harold Sonny White. He literally experimentally showed that we can make a warp bubble. Experimentally. And it's public available information. So the answer at this point is just a matter of when the first big scientist and physicist jumps on board with this. They're going to get a lot of the credit. That's the true story of it. Because what they're going to do is they're going to dig into the science and the math. They're going to figure out it checks out. It's just that simple, man. Okay. Let's take a look at what Kim.com said, chat. They're not going to bury this. It's too late to bury this. This is not getting buried anymore. If they take me out, then you guys know it's real. And the reality is, we can't wake everybody up. There's no way we can wake everybody up. We can only wake up so many people. So when did he reply, guys? Wait, is this him down here? Stop. Dude, Kim's just digging himself a grave right now, dude. Okay, hold on. Let me get this up here. Dude, Kim.com does not realize how bad he's digging himself into a hole at the moment. Stop deflecting. Have some integrity. Release the call recording with the photographer who took the cloud picture that were used in the video. I sent the video, the video to Kim.com. He can release it if he wants. After the call, we probed him for an hour. We concluded that his evidence is real. You agreed with me that the videos are fake. I absolutely did not agree with Kim.com that the videos are fake. Absolutely did not. I don't know why Kim.com's lying about this. I have the recording. At no point do I agree that the videos are fake. I literally felt pressured by Kim.com. He calls me up at 8 in the morning when I just woke up and tries to pressure me into making a statement about the videos. I never felt good about it. Never felt good about it. And ended up deleting it because of how bad I felt about it and because we were unable to find the images in the torrents that Jonas claimed. And then when the textures.com people were confronted with this information, they made some announcement saying they found something suspicious, and then the next day made a VFX of a flying saucer with aliens flying across their webpage. That's not the actions of a serious person. In fact, that completely discredits them. And Kim.com should be able to see through this. So once again, my advice to Kim.com is stop digging your own grave here, buddy. Like, read the replies, bro. Read the replies. Kimdotcom is not an expert on these videos. He never was an expert on these videos. He was never an expert on MH370, and he's certainly not a physics expert in any sense of the word. So if Kimdotcom wants to go down this route, I will start showing the DMs. I will pull up the space with Dr. Greer where Kim has a full meltdown and doesn't understand how any of this works and thinks that the aliens should give us the cure for cancer on the blockchain or whatever he thinks is going to go on. But it's starting to get embarrassing for him, honestly. So, and the thing is too, like, I have no problem just leeching more views off of Kim.com if that's what he wants to do here with this back and forth between us. Because the more back and forth there is between Kim.com and I, the more people are going to look at these videos. And that's all I'm trying to do here because I know they're real and I know we've got the science to back it up. So let's see what the replies are. There's nowhere where these images were never verified. So the idea that somebody is going to pull them up while you're on a stream and show you that they have metadata on them, guys, I was literally scammed out of $3,000 by people that had fake metadata on a bunch of fake files. So this idea that like somebody can't fake metadata is silly. These images are only on the Wayback Machine in 2016. That's a fact. They do not predate 2016, even on the Wayback Machine. Even in the even on the textures.com website, according to their logs, which can also be faked, they only go back to October of 2014, which is after the plane disappeared, after the videos were already published. There's absolutely no proof whatsoever that these images predate the videos. None. And Occam's razor would say that these images were produced from the videos because it's very, very easy to produce an image from the videos and change the metadata on it. It's extremely difficult for a random hoaxer to take a 2D cloud picture and turn it into a full 3D render environment. In fact, I don't even know if that's possible using software from 2014. I've had several people tell me that it's not. So, whoa, Jake Gregorian, dude, what the hell? Thank you very much, man. Holy crap. Forget Kim and Jonas and others who disturb the study. Here's a little donation to help cover your utilities needed for the study. Thank you, send for all the positive vibes for the ether. Let's go, Jake. You're the man, bro. Holy crap. Thank you very much, dude. That's super nice. Also, I think I missed one earlier. Big Pooh, thank you very much. Just a test. Alien Cheeks, clap them. Thank you, Big Pooh. Appreciate you, bro. Sassy Sandy, super sticker. Thank you very much, guys. Big appreciation. Also, you guys, if you could chill out on the donations, that would be awesome because people call me a grifter when you guys donate too much money. I always tell people do not donate your money to me if you need your own money. I'd rather have you guys have your own money. So thank you very much for that. Okay. Bum 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 bum. One sec, guys. Boop, 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 boop. Guys, if we have to, I really don't want to tear Kim.com down, guys. I really don't. Guys, what do I have to pay attention to? Where there's a typo somewhere? Where's the typo? Okay. How he got was told. Oh. I got you. Okay, there we go. Okay, thank you for that edit. Wait, is Kim the Kardashian in this thing now? That'd be funny. Should I call him Kim Kardashian from now on? We might actually call Kim Kim Kardashian from now on. I kind of like that. Guys, it's getting spicy in here tonight. Just a warning to everybody out there. I am a smart guy, and I've lived my whole life with social media since social media was invented. And the reality is that I am not somebody who can be trolled, and you'll never win a troll war with me unless your name is Keemstar. So don't bother. I don't know why Kim Kardashian here is trying to gatekeep us, but it's getting pretty weird that we got a dude who should have no connection to these videos trying to gatekeep us on what's real and what's not, especially a dude who is potentially facing extradition to the United States, whose assets are controlled by the United States government. To me, that's extremely suspicious. Why is he even in my replies? Why is Kim.com? Why is Kim Kardashian here even in my replies? Why is he making all this drama up? If he wants there to be a bunch of drama, he wants to make this thing go bigger, dude. I'm all about it, bro. I'm all about it. You want to send your 1.5 million followers to watch the videos? I'm all about it, dude. Doesn't make sense to me, but whatever, bro. I already muted Kim.com because I don't trust anything he says, period. So I mean, he's destroying his own credibility right now. So if he wants to keep going, go for it, bro. I told him the best advice for him was walk away from this. Go do something else, man. Go talk about Ukraine or whatever other bullshit, TikTok bills or whatever Kim.com, Kim Kardashian deals with. This is funny because this reminds me a little bit of the Danny Jones and the Julian Dory drama. Like, people don't realize that people resonate with the truth. And so when you come at somebody and you lie about what they're working on, like, people can see through you like you're transparent. And that's what happened with those guys. They actually thought that people were going to support them on their takedown of me because in their minds, they thought what they were saying was true and that I was some kind of liar or something like that. And they found out the hard way. Like, one of them deleted the interview because they were so triggered by how many negative comments they got. And the other one started banning people. And they started removing a bunch of comments as well because they had so much negative attention. And they actually thought that I bought fake comments. That's how delusional these people are. They actually thought that I bought fake comments. No, people just hate you because they can tell that you're full of shit. It's pretty simple. Okay, wow. More donations. My channel. Thank you very much. Holla for the dollar. Holla. YAHTZEE for my channel. My channel also says we are so back. Yeah, I mean, we're back in a big way now. Kim.com is just elevating us. I don't know if he knows that or not, but whatever. Oh, Tear Tiles. How do you say this? Tear Tiles all the way. Michael Talbot was on this long ago. I've been backtracking breakaway technology along my travels for long. Kim is CIA. Thank you very much. That's another huge donation. Once again, please keep your money if you need your money, although I can tell you guys are fired up as I am, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't know what Kim's deal is, but he's super sketch right now. This dude is like, he might as, what's the, let me, hold on. What's the one? Oh yeah, this is Kimdotcom right now. Well, of course it comes from Reddit. No, I'm not looking at a Reddit picture. Hold on, chat. Calm down, chat. Calm down. Settle. Okay, here it is. Oh God. Yo, this is Kim Kardashian right now, everybody. Just trying to look inconspicuous right now. Just like all feds right here. Fed A, Fed B, Fed C, Fed D. I'm just a normal guy. How are you doing, fellow truth seekers? Stop trying to gatekeep me, Kim.com. Go do something else. Go get back to your like whatever bullshit you do on your social media. I honestly don't give a crap anymore. I think the lesson anyone should learn from this interaction is don't trust anything Kim.com says. If there is such a thing as what do they call it? Controlled opposition, which actually I didn't even really believe in that term, then Kim.com checks all the boxes. Now, that's just my opinion, but there's no reason this dude should be trying to gatekeep this right now, and he shouldn't be trying to come into my replies, especially when we're at like the peak of this. It seems like he's trying to make this go away, and that's really sketchy, dude. Really sketchy. I do have the full recording, so whatever. I can pull clips off of it. The only reason why I didn't is because I wanted to be nice to Jonas and these other people, but it's not going to make him look any better. There's nothing in there that makes him look better. I guarantee you that. Especially the part about how he talks about reading the email where he got a burner email from a burner email account. Says, I just thought you should know at proton.me or whatever it is. Saying, I found these images. Here you go. You should go find these images that are right here and go make a debunk video about them. That is not going to make him look any better, man. Doesn't get any better from there. And I don't know, maybe Kim.com doesn't remember it, but I ended up leaving that conversation because I got bored of them. Kim.com ends up sitting there jerking Jonas off about wanting to invest in his video game that he's making. Like literally they sit there like jerking each other off about this video game that Jonas is working on, and Kim.com wants to invest in it, how he thinks Jonas is so talented and cool, like, that he hangs out with the hottest dudes and wears the freshest clothes. And I was like, okay, guys, I got to go do something else. And I bounced off the call. So, and I'm being 100% serious, man. I have the recording. So, I mean, if Kim really wants me to embarrass him anymore, I absolutely can. I absolutely have it. And then once again, he's the one who told me to make the recording. That's the funniest part. He told me to make it. Yeah. And for the people that warned me about Kim.com, thank you very much. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you early on. I probably should have. Yeah. And also, heck, man, I could play the recording of the Stephen Greer thing too. Kim.com loses his mind on Stephen Greer. And and Dr. Greer is like, dude, this space is about me. And Kim.com just keeps cutting him off like a 4-year-old. Like, just let people speak. I felt like I was in a UFO Twitter space where it was like people just cutting each other off nonstop. And I'm just sitting there laughing behind the scenes at it. Like, that's not a good look, dude. It doesn't make you look like you're an objective person trying to seek the truth. It makes it look like you're like a debunker who doesn't think the stuff can be real. So one last time, Kim Kardashian, get out of my replies. Go deal with your own thing. You did your part on MH370. Your part is done. I'm going to take it from here. We're going to take this one across the finish line, and we will expose the United States government and the CIA. I hope you're not working with them. I really don't think Kim is, but I don't know, man. All I know is I can't trust the guy, and he's a smart guy. He was actually a pretty nice guy to me, but that's the thing. They come at you like they're a nice person. And the whole point of a lot of disinformation that's out there, I don't know this for a fact, but a lot of what the disinformation is they come at you and they try to get buddy-buddy with you. And then they kind of build you up only to just tear you down. Like, that's a lot. That's just the straight up the playbook right out of the disinformation playbook there. So I'm definitely not letting that happen ever again. Not with Kim.com or any other influencer. So any influencer that tries to tie themselves to me, it ain't happening like that. Also, the best part is like it would be really suspicious if another debunk comes out of the blue right now, because the only reason there should be another debunk right now is if people realize that this is like gotten too big and they have to try to make it go away. Because how could another debunk appear out of nowhere right now? It can't, right? Like imagine someone's like, "Oh, I just happened to find this video of the plane without the orbs in it." Like, what? Where did you find that video? People have been searching for 8 months and couldn't find anything, and all of a sudden somebody finds some huge piece of evidence or whatever. Like that would be the sketchiest shit ever at this point. And that's why I love about the fact that, you know, I played the retirement card. Everybody stepped away. The whole case got once again suppressed on Reddit, which is Fed controlled 100%. Now they have no excuse to come up with more debunks. No excuse. If you don't think the videos are real, go do something else. The only people who are trying to debunk these videos on social media are disinformation agents at this point. Otherwise, everybody should agree that the United States government. Why would Kim.com not want the United States government to issue a statement about these videos? Isn't he against the United States government? Kim Kardashian, are you against the United States government or not? Why don't you tell the people? If he replies again, that's going to be my next retweet. Is I want Kim.com to say, are you against the United States government or are you working for the United States government? Because the only people that want these videos to go away are people that are working for the United States government. Everybody else should want the United States government to issue a statement on these videos. They're potentially the biggest videos of all time. We should hear what they have to say about it. The fact the United States government is saying nothing is sketchy as hell. Do I have any big interviews coming up? And guys, yeah, we will dig into the science here in a minute, but we're doing some drama right now, I guess. I didn't make Kim.com reply to that. I just finished an interview with, oh, dude, we have something huge coming up tomorrow. Should I spoil it? Yeah, we're spoiling it. Okay, guys, I did an interview with the Big Thing podcast earlier today. It should drop, I don't know, soon. But one thing he told me, I hope he doesn't get mad for me telling this, but he has an interview with Avi Loeb coming out tomorrow. So Christian of the Big Thing podcast interviewed Avi Loeb. And you know what he told me before our interview started? He said, I asked Avi Loeb about your investigation about warp drive. You know what Avi Loeb said? It's possible. Yeah, YAHTZEE! We're clipping the shit out of that when it drops. We're posting that, chat. Avi Loeb said that it's possible. Avi Loeb said that the warp drive is possible. Let's go. Let's go. Can you believe it? Guys, I didn't even want to say it, but I was too excited, man. I was too excited, man. Avi is the man, dude. How crazy is that, dude? That's a straight up, that is a YAHTZEE, dude. Avi Loeb, that's who we need. Can you, I couldn't believe when he told me, I was like, wait, what? I don't know the full context of it, but honestly, anything. Him just saying that warp drive is possible is more than enough. More than enough. People are it's going to break the internet. The people that support us in this, when I get that clip tomorrow, if you see that clip, the moment you see that podcast drop, ping me on that podcast. We're clipping that thing. We're posting it, reshare it. Wait, Kim defended masks? Yikes, Kim. Ooh. Guys, find me some posts of Kim.com defending masks. You guys, find me, DM me or post in the Discord of Kim.com defending masks. Wow. That's embarrassing. Oof. I hope he didn't get too many boosters. Oof. Oh, I got to see it again. Is that true? Oof. That's the problem, though, too, is that, like, there's a certain number of people that, like, once they get told that a mask is going to protect them, they're never going to stop wearing masks the rest of their lives. I was watching people wearing them in their cars the other day. It's like, damn, man, a lot of people just love that government bullshit. They really do. Yeah, but, dude, the Avi Loeb thing, wow, that'll be wild. And, yeah, so I don't know the full context of it, but let's watch that Big Things podcast tomorrow with Avi Loeb. We're going to be watching that bad boy. That should be great. Yikes. Yeah, masks, LMFAO. Ooh. 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 Kim Shapiro. Okay, guys. Let's see what else we got. Oh boy. Do I still currently have a job? Yes, but I don't know for how long. I don't know for how long, guys. This is this stuff is starting to escalate. And I'm not so well off that I can just live without a job. And I'm certainly not making enough money from this. Some people think that, I don't know, people really think I'm making like hundreds of thousands of dollars or something from this. Like, I've made like a couple $1,000s total over like the last like 8 months. I would be like poorer than minimum wage people working at McDonald's. Like, I'm not doing this for money. In fact, the podcasters that I go on have been making tens of thousands of dollars, if combined hundreds of thousands of dollars from this, and I've never once gotten paid for it. Even YouTube doesn't pay that much, guys. YouTube doesn't even pay that much. In fact, the most I made was when Kim.com retweeted my evidence review. I think I got like maybe 1,000 or 2,000 total that month from YouTube at the most, and that's like pre-tax. So, yeah. Okay. Let me take a look. Yeah, I mean, is Kim.com fully vaxxed? We might have to ask him that. I'm looking at chat. I'm looking at the replies in that last post. It's just cracking me up. Guys, I'm dropping the mic out here, chat. I told Kim, man. Yeah, where's Kim been for months? Why is he interested all of a sudden? You know? Exactly, dude. Where's the is there one where they're standing around? I guess I gotta take that image. Hold on, chat. There we go. God, I don't like pulling images from Reddit. Okay. Yeah, or like, oh, so let's also talk about, X drama at the best. Yo, this drama could get even worse, dude. Kim does not want to come up against me, man. And he's got way more money than me. He could probably try to ruin my life if he wants, but it doesn't matter. Anything this guy were to do to me will backfire on him, 100%. Kim.com basically offered me a job to help litigate or investigate the case against him for Mega Upload. And that was super suspicious. Why was he even doing that? And then he ghosted me on that as well afterwards, where I was like, hey, even though, I mean, if I showed the DMs, like, you guys will see. If I show the DMs, Kim, it's not going to look great, my bro. I was even still nice to him, said I'm still willing to help him out on his thing, just completely ghosted me on that. Like, why is he honeypotting me, telling me that, like, he wants me to help out in his case, and then doing all this stuff saying that the videos are debunked and pressuring me into all that? And why is he coming back now? Like, just leave it be, bro. Leave it be. There's no way this comes out making Kim.com look good. In fact, like, how suspicious it already is, considering he's somebody that is like anti-America. Like, dude, you're gonna get exposed big time, bro. You're gonna get exposed big time. Okay. Are we good on that, guys? Do we have to do any more of that? I did not see the Kim.com thing happening today. Did not see that one coming, chat. Did not see that one coming. 72,000 views in an hour. Woo! Brutal, chat. And I'm working on doing a debunk video as well. It's probably going to take 1 day or 2 days so that we don't have to deal with like these Kim.com or anybody else who's talking about the cloud picture and the pyromania VFX. I'm going to do a video on that. I'm going to keep it under 10 minutes. and I'm going to post it on my YouTube so that everybody can just link it to other people. We can community note people if we need to, I guess, with it, even though I don't like to do community notes. I've literally never done one ever. So there we go. We need to find your your Sherry to your Chad. Yeah, dude, Chad and Sherry of the Investigate Earth are like the cutest couple ever. They're so hilarious. No wonder their podcast is so endearing. Is that they're just awesome. I am gonna talk to them as well in a couple days, I think. They want to do like another thing with me because the stuff's been kind of blowing up out there. So should be spicy. Okay, now are we ready to go into the science, guys? Yeah, 75% of this stream 75% of every stream is talking shit. I don't know who the hell Kimdotcom is, but he sucks. Yeah, sorry about that, Steven. I did not anticipate this, but we got this Kimdotcom beef came out of nowhere right before the stream was going to begin. The plan tonight was just to look at this scientific paper that I've got literally pulled up right here in the background and to go over it. And then we were going to make our little clip to the physics community to hopefully get them on board with the science, including Sabine. There's no R. It's not Sabrine. Sabine. If I'm butchering her name, I'm really, really sorry. I'm bad with names. Sabrine Hassenfelder, who is a physicist, theoretical physicist. She's got like 98 papers to her name. I went and I looked it up earlier. The plan was to make an appeal to her and to the other physicists that are out there because we're looking at the answers that they need. And if she wants to make a debunk video about my content or whatever, that's fine too. Good luck. I would say look at how well it's going for Kim.com, but if you want to, go for it. Because whoever comes out and does support this science is probably going to win a Nobel Prize. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but the science will check out. I'm very certain about it. And that doesn't just come from the videos. It comes from the people that I've literally interviewed who are actual Navy engineers and DoD contractors who work on this kind of science. So maybe I'm being fed disinformation for some weird reason that doesn't really make any sense because nobody's controlling me. Or it's just real. I'll leave that for you guys to choose. Yeah, Ashton Forbes is not suicidal, and he has gotten 0 bitches from this. Well, I wouldn't say 0, but definitely no ScarJos. I didn't get my ScarJo clone, and I didn't get my that MFer is not real clone either. What's her name? Tiffany Gomas. Yeah, she's super hot. I'll settle for my Tiffany Gomas clone as well. And yeah, God, there's so many comments. You are not being misled. It's real. The science is real. The phenomenon is real. I agree. And guys, just as a quick reminder, like I don't really care about aliens or any of that stuff, but this science will vindicate everybody when it comes to aliens too. That's the beauty of it. Is that for the Jeremy Corbells, even though he's kind of a douchebag, and Ross Coulthart, who's CNN brain, and all these other guys who want disclosure or what have you, they want their alien sheiks to clap or whatever. Hell, even James Fox, man. You know what? I don't even have anything against James Fox, even though he came out and polarized the community against me in these videos right away. I got nothing against you, bro. I can probably help your movie get a lot better if you want, because you really should have somebody who talks about the science. But if we can warp an object, literally just teleport it from one location to the other using warp drive, now aliens can come here from, I don't know, the Andromeda Galaxy. Maybe Ambassador Bijou is here. So this will give you guys all the disclosure that you guys want for the UFO community and all that stuff too. It pretty much becomes like a certainty because most people think there's life everywhere. I think there's life everywhere. So if you say that now we can move faster than the speed of light, now the idea that there are alien beings are here is pretty much a foregone conclusion. The question just becomes, are they here right now actively, or did they come here like thousands of years ago? Also, this helps out the ancient civilization people, the people that say that like the aliens built the pyramids or whatever, or that we had some advanced technology, no matter what. Like there's like crossover potential with all this stuff. My thing is just going to be showing this science to be real. And then I'll leave it for everybody else to figure out all the other stuff. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we got. Kim.Kardashian cheeks clapping to create an earthquake. He's huge, dude. He's like 6'8". Kim.com would absolutely destroy me in a physical contest. There's no question whatsoever. And he's a smart guy as well. Like smart enough that I'm smart enough to be like somewhat wary of him. And this is why I didn't come out hard against him earlier on, because I think he's a smart dude and he's very rich as well. So I've been very careful, but he came at me, man. So don't get mad, bro. You came at me. I just had to slap you down a little bit. Yeah, the science is real. Try researching it, guys. Warp drive is not only possible, but it is currently being used. Some people believe, like if you believe in the Secret Space Force or whatever, SSP, some people believe we're already using this and we're like flying to the moon and maybe going to Mars and all this stuff. Oh, also, just a quick reminder, Elon Musk replied to the Hodge twins and just didn't mention anything about what I was doing or the videos. Just had some weird, like, sidestepping where he says that aliens aren't real. What was that? That was so weird. Guys, now I like before I just thought like Elon Musk was like just didn't think the stuff could be real. Like I just thought maybe he was like CNN braining or something, even though I've literally seen him on podcasts talking about like moving faster than the speed of light and things like that. Like now I'm thinking like he knows, dude. I'm thinking like Elon Musk might actually know and he's just being quiet. I think that most people who are like billionaires that are out there, they know about this like kind of technology because they get connections and he has contracts with the government, the DOD. But it is very compartmentalized, so even that he may not know. But if Elon Musk is out there watching this, you might want to hire me because this science is real, and you know, SpaceX could be like literally building ships that can actually just fly to the literal moon or to Mars. Like we can actually probably do that and go there like almost instantaneously. You want to be a spacefaring civilization, you don't need to dream about it. We've already got it. This is how it works. We're going to look at the paper right now. And the weird part is like Elon Musk also didn't reply to my post. He replied to the Hodge twins post, which is, I'll tell you why that's weird. Because if he replies to my post or one of my videos, one of my posts with the videos on them, I'm going to instantly gain like maybe even like 50,000 followers, like a lot. Like it's going to shine a huge light. I always suspected that Elon was avoiding commenting on my posts because he's got like 120 million followers. And so even like a random reply on one of my posts would like blow up any of my content to like millions and millions of views. But he also removed the community notes. So like I'm really not sure where Elon Musk's head's at on this one. But if he doesn't believe, read this paper. Here we go. Okay, this might go a little bit slower than last time, but I have already read it. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is the same paper, guys. And I was like, hey, I want to read through the rest of it earlier today and see if I pick out anything else that's important. So the Casimir effect is very important because it presents this idea of negative energy being possible. Very important to understand. And we can pretty much explain the Casimir effect as well with the ether. We can explain that as well. Wait, we got Kim Kardashian in here. Yo, Kim, where? I don't see his reply. Where? Oh, there he is. Release the full call, he says. Kim, bro, dude. Dude, I was trying to be nice to you, man. I'm really, really trying to be nice, but like, just let this go. Just go do something else, man. The full call doesn't make you look any better, dude. You were like sucking off Jonas about his video game. Like, just read the room, man. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do with respect to this whole situation, but it's not going well for you. And, you know, like your whole situation is extremely suspicious. You have no reason whatsoever to be trying to poo-poo on these videos. None at all. Aren't you against the U.S. government? If you're against the U.S. government, why do you not want them to issue a statement about these videos? What do you think happened to MH370, Kim? You think it was some pilot suicide where they crashed in the ocean without leaving a debris field? And the United States government somehow wasn't tracking it, even though we have a surveillance system that can space surveillance system that can track every moment of everything that's ever happening and has it recorded using literally Google Earth and something called Quick Train Modeler. Have you even looked through my work? Like, that's a serious question, Kim. Have you actually looked through my work? Because I'm really starting to suspect, like, whose side are you even on here? Even if you think these videos are fake, you should be wanting the US government to issue a statement on them. Why would you not want that? Like, nobody should not want the government to issue a statement on this. I've already given the information to the AARO. So they're going to be able to confirm the videos are real or fake one way or another. Like, either Edward C. Lin leaked these videos, and that's 100% proof, doesn't matter how many cloud pictures you have. If Edward C. Lin actually leaked these videos, then they're 100% real. Do you get that? I've given them the videos, and if that's the Cyber system there, then it's definitely not a cloud picture. Like, I don't think you're like really understanding the scope of what you're dealing with here, man. You know how it's going to look for you if these videos end up being real and you're sitting here out trying to convince people that they're fake because some random guy who claims to have taken a picture of it somehow has his old passport from 12 years ago and his old picture ready to go on his old hard drive. And he's also connected to the Corridor crew, people that have had a vendetta against me. Like, I don't think you're like getting the whole situation, my man. Let me see if there's any more. Can I search the chat? Release the call. You release it. I sent it to you in an email, man. You want to release it? You release it. I'm literally not afraid of anything in that call. I don't know what you think is in that call that like is going to make me look bad, but there's nothing in that call. When Jonas is reading out the random email he got from a burner email account from a random Redditor, you think that's going to make this look better? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I don't know what you remember from it, but hey, I emailed it to you, man. You still have it. Go pick it up. You're the one who told me to record the conversation. Kimdotcom, you told me to record the conversation. I emailed it to you right after that. If you think that there's some gotcha in there, go do it. This guy's threatened to sue me multiple times. I'm not really in a big rush to post more stuff about it. I got a lot of shit to do. We're well past some cloud picture, dude. If you don't think the videos are real, Kim, go move on with your life, bro. Go hang out with your children. Go get back to whatever your weird vendetta, like fake crap that you've got going on with the U.S. government. Go get back to that. Like, I don't believe a single thing you say about you being against the U.S. government if for some reason you don't think that they should issue a statement about what happened to MH370. Do you know that the French father was told that the Americans know exactly what happened to this plane, that there were 2 AWACS in the area? Like, do you know anything about the case? There's no chance in hell this is going away, Kim, no matter what you say. And anything you say about this is only going to increase my profile and get more eyeballs on this, and I have nothing against that. So if you want to make this a thing between us back and forth, no problem, man. You got like 1.5 million followers or something like that. It's not going to do any damage to me. So I've given you the best advice I can give you, man, which is go move on. Go do something else. You don't think it's real? I don't give a shit. I'm talking to actual scientists and engineers that work for the government, the U.S. government. Real engineers who know that this stuff is real. Do you think I give a crap about whether or not you think there's a 2D cloud picture in here? You know what? Let's just show Kimdotcom. Let's just make this as clear as we can make this for everybody out there, okay? We have clouds actually evolving in these videos. Clouds don't evolve in 2D static pictures. So let's start with this one. Kim, I'm just going to show you, bro. You can literally see the clouds evolving right here. Look right here. Literally see the clouds moving and evolving in this. Does that look like a 2D static picture to you, Kim? What do you guys think, chat? 2D static picture? Now, I have eyeballs. I can look with my eyeballs, and I can see that there's no 2D picture in this. You know the videos are fake? Kim, bro, you're digging yourself into a hole, my man. You are really digging yourself into a hole. I know the videos are fake. What do your eyes tell you, Kim? What do your eyes tell you, Kim? Are those clouds moving? What do you think, Kim? Don't worry, I'm not done. Not even by a long shot am I done. Let's look at this one. Look. So first cloud, right here. There's the first cloud. So this is the drone video overlaid in sync with the satellite video. You can see the first cloud right here. That's this cloud right here in the background. And then you can see the second cloud right here. Second cloud is this one right here. You can literally triangulate the position of the drone from this. Do you think we could triangulate the position of the drone from a 2D static cloud picture? How exactly does a 2D cloud picture get turned into a 3D rendered environment? You know what? Let's look at the next one. I feel bad for my man Kim. This is a stereoscopic video, 3D stereoscopic video. These two images are from two different angles. These are not the same image duplicated. These are from two different angles out there. Now, just to prove to you that it's 3D stereoscopic, we were actually able to convert it into actual 3D where you can actually put on the red and blue glasses and watch this in 3D if you want, and you can see it's literally 3D. This is just hilarious, dude. Kim, you are facing extradition to the United States, and you get your money doled out to you by the United States that they took from you with Mega Upload. Like, just let this go. Just let this go, man. Or go hit up the email that I sent it to you and post the video if you want, if it makes you feel good. Yeah, let Kim keep it up. We're getting tons of exposure. I mean, I don't have any problem with keeping this going if you want. How do I? Pretty embarrassing. Okay, now don't worry, we're not done yet. This was a little bit over the top, guys. I don't think Kim deserves to go to prison. I do think he's a smart guy, but I think he's way outside of his depth on this one. PJ Mike, Kim is seeking the attention that you're getting. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, you know what? I'll release the call whenever I want. I've got it saved. I sent it to Kimdotcom. It was his idea. He was the one who literally had me record it. He's got it. He can release it if he wants. Why do I seem like I'm afraid of the phone call? I know exactly what was said on that phone call. I mean, well, I don't know. Even if for some reason, like I said, even anything that was even remotely construed as saying that I'm satisfied with his thing, like I already recanted everything related to that and deleted my whole post about it. So I'm not sure what that would prove. I know for a fact. Well, I don't know for a fact, let's say, but I know these videos are real. I've said it like 100 times. I don't know where Kim's been for the last 6 months. Also, why is Kimdotcom even getting involved in this right now? Why is he even getting involved in this right now? Like, all of a sudden, we get a huge amount of attention. All of a sudden, Kimdotcom wants me to let this go. How suspicious is that, dude? Why are you getting so suspicious with this? Just go do something else, man. This is just getting sketchier. If I have to later tonight, the call that I'm going to release is your call with Stephen Greer, where you acted like a 5-year-old. And you're crying about how the aliens should release the cure for cancer on the blockchain. Should we go back to that? Because that was embarrassing for you, Kim. Like, I had secondhand embarrassment, dude. Like, obviously, you don't realize how unification of quantum and macro or any of this stuff works, but yikes, dude. Yeah, like, are you actually working for the government here? Like, what are you doing, dude? This is the weirdest stream ever. I've got Kimdotcom in my stream right now trying to tell me to release the video that he told me to take that I already sent to him. Why doesn't he just release it? Yeah. No, I like that we're getting more attention with this. The more eyeballs that come onto this, the better it looks for me. I have nothing to hide whatsoever. I'm not under extradition from the United States. They're not paying me any money. No government doesn't control me. I'm not a disinformation operative or anything like that. So my only goal has always been to get the government to issue a statement about these videos. So some beef between Kimdotcom and Ashton Forbes will help to move that forward, because the only way this gets settled, is if the United States government issues a statement about these videos. Let's show Kim more stuff. And maybe Kim can explain to us how a 2D cloud picture becomes a 3D rendered environment, because I'm still pretty confused on that one. So here we go. Maybe Kim.com is now friends with Mick West. I don't know. Oof, I hope not. Ooh, Mick West. So Kim, let me help you out, bro. This right here, this alone proves there's no 2D cloud picture in this video. This is the literal zap from the satellite video. You can see that we've got, let me pull this over to the side here. We've got front lit cloud here where the light is hitting the zap onto this cloud right here. We can see that this cloud that's also right next to it is not illuminated on that side. This proves 3D lighting. 3D lighting. Not lit down here. There's a cloud down here that's not lit at all because of its distance from this cloud and because it's in the foreground. And down here, there's a slight amount of backlit and a slight amount of backlit over here. This proves what we're looking at is a full 3D rendered environment. Proves it beyond any doubt. Not like opinion, straight up fact. This requires a full 3D rendered environment to get 3D point lighting like this. Like, do you get it? I sent you this, Kim. Like, you know what? We might show the Kim.com DMs, guys. We might have to show the Kim.com DMs, guys. I'm exposing you as a scammer. Wow, dude, you're digging your own grave. Okay. That's what exposing you as a scammer. Well, I think we'll let the people decide that one, Kim. I don't know. Who am I scamming exactly here? I think Kim.com might literally work for the United States government. I can't imagine making this statement about this. Like, this is bizarre, dude. This is so bizarre. I'm going to clip this tomorrow, Kim. I'm going to clip this, dude. I just showed you right here in the background of this with you posting this right here, how this cannot be a 2D cloud picture. You're staring at it right here with Kim.com, the real Kim.com in the foreground, saying that he's going to expose me as a scammer, admitted to me that the MH370 videos are fake. Kim, I'm going to tell you this right now, brother. You should stop what you're doing, man. I'm going to give you the best advice you're going to get today. You should stop what you're doing, man. You have a lot more to lose than I do, and you are making defamatory statements about me right now that are objectively untrue. I'm in no way, shape, or form a scammer. I've never asked anybody for money related to this whatsoever. I'm not scamming anybody. What I am trying to do is expose the truth about a plane where there is no official answer for what happened to it, and we have two perfectly in sync videos with no discrepancies on them whatsoever. You don't believe that they can be true. That's your opinion. But if you start personally attacking me and calling me a scammer, don't come to the United States would be my opinion. I'll take some of that mega upload money off your hands if you want, man. I could use it, frankly. If I had several $1 million of your money, I would not be afraid at all about what I've been exposing here or potentially losing my job over this. Like, I'm taking a lot of personal risk. So, you know, best thing you should do is step away from this. If you want to issue an apology for the stuff that you're saying right now, that would be a good idea as well. Because honestly, dude, I've got the best affirmative defense, which is the truth on my side. I'm not afraid of a courtroom. I can convince a jury that these videos are real. So good luck. If you want to try to defame me to your 1.5 million followers, doesn't sound like a good idea to me, but maybe you should go to the Jonas school of law school. You were the one who literally asked me to help you out with your law case. Remember, Kim, when you asked me to help you out with your law case? Kim.com literally asked me to help him out with his law case and then ghosted me about it afterwards. Now, why did you ghost me about that? I thought you wanted me to help you out with your law case, Kim. Weird. Let me see if he's got any other DMs in here or messages. I think we might have to go to the DMs. So I think we just proved that there is no 2D cloud picture in here. Kim.com, for some reason, is defaming me in the comments, claiming that I'm a scammer. I'm not sure what I'm scamming people of. Kim, I've heard you try to debate when you did with Stephen Greer. You like acted like you had a little child meltdown. So, nah, I'm good, man. Do whatever you want to do, my bro. I don't know what his play is right here, but it's pretty sad. Hey, Kim, if you show your face, because on the recordings, you're always too afraid to show your face. I might let you on if you agree to show your face on the video. But if you're too afraid because your face won't fit in the video, then I don't know if I'm going to be down to do it. Yeah, why won't Kim release the call? He's the one who told me to record it, and so I sent it to him. Why doesn't he just release it? I'm gonna have more martini. Boy, this is getting quite spicy. I think we got to go to the DMs. Since Kim's calling me a scammer. We got Kimdotcom calling me a scammer. Funny. Okay. Here we go. So Kim.com thinks that because Jonas pulled out a plane ticket, that automatically means that the pictures have to be real. That's Kim.com's real logic for you guys. Jonas provided a plane ticket for a plane that he was on. Therefore, the pictures that he took must be real and couldn't be fake. How does that logic work exactly? Let me see if there's a way I can do this without revealing my other stuff. How do I do this? Oh, there we go. I think that'll work. Okay. Okay. I haven't even read through this, guys. So as always, I'm 100% transparent. If this makes me look bad for some reason, I haven't even reread through these comments yet. And since I sent them like months ago that were out there. So we're just going to look through the message. It was Kim.com live with you guys right now on stream. Yes. Oh, the next network. This is the greatest live stream in the history of the interwebs. I need to interview Ashton before YouTube deletes me. Thank you very much for that donation. Kim.com should send us a donation. How funny would that be? Kim, I don't know if I can post your comments up anymore unless you send me a donation. That's one person. I will take a donation from Kim.com. Unlike Jonas, I would have taken the $10,000, no question asked. And I would have signed any affidavits necessary. Hey, Kim. Oh, that's a great idea. Hey, Kim, you should offer me $10,000 right now. I will sign an affidavit that says that I am not scamming anybody and that I 100% believe these videos are real. Great idea. Great idea. Kim, do you agree? I tell you what, I will give you, unlike Jonas, I will give you my blockchain thing. You send me $10,000 in Bitcoin right now. I will sign an affidavit. I will make a publicly, legally binding statement right now on my stream. And then we can settle this just like that. And then that way you can stop defaming me, saying that I'm scamming. Isn't that win-win? That's win-win. I love it. Where'd he go? He disappeared. No, it's even better. This is my stream. I'll do whatever I want. I think Kim.com should send me $10,000 and I'll sign the affidavit saying I'm not lying, that I believe these videos are 100% real. That solves all the problems. Oh, actually, you're right. I probably should take 100,000. He wanted to give Jonas 100,000. I'll take 100,000, Kim. I know you're good for it. You know what? I will take the money. I'll take the 100,000. Heck, if you give me 150,000, I might even consider lying about it. Shit, man, that's a lot of money. And I actually don't know if it's safe to reveal this technology to the public. So, yo, you got to really up the amount, bro. If you want me to lie and say the videos are fake, you need to, give me more. It's funny. Okay. Let's go to the DMs. Let's see how these DMs go. Man, we're getting into public beef with Kim.com. Did not think that was going to happen tonight, chat. Okay, we're leaking the DMs, chat. Here we go. Game on. I'm sending you this because when Jonas said he got the message from that Reddit account, which is a burner that sent the email from a burner, it fit the story I was thinking, which is exactly what this person just messaged me. It's a sophisticated... it's sophisticated, but then I was just thinking about your case. What if this is what they did is uploaded or changed a file on the net and Jonas's computer? What if we can find those pirated packs and it either misses this file or the picture looks different? I'm literally telling Kimwright.com right there. That was that same day, that same exact day. I told Kim.com, we're going to look for the torrent. I said, what if the torrent doesn't have the picture in it or the picture looks different? The torrents didn't end up having the picture in it. Sent this to Kim.com, completely ignored it. Well, maybe didn't completely ignore it. I said, we need to find that textures pack from 2012. If the images don't match, we win. Remember what Jonas said? They pirated it a lot? Hard to pull off, Kim.com says. Then he shows the ticket, which means nothing at all. Just because Jonas took a flight to Japan doesn't mean these pictures are real. That's not how logic and reason work whatsoever. So I think Kim.com is smarter than that. He was on that plane, I believe, Jonas. Again, doesn't matter. If no one can find the CG textures torrent, then they won. But this situation just stinks to me. A random account emailed him on a burner email using a 6-day-old Reddit account doesn't add up. Side note, what do you want me to do regarding your case? What threads should I pull? I'll be honest, I want to bring down the corrupt institution that is my government. I'll be reading the entire doc you sent me tonight. I didn't read it. Jonas is turning down the reward. Wow. I told him he should delete his YouTube video too. Affidavit scared him, I think. No one can find the old images. We pulled a torrent from 2014 too and couldn't find the images. We also pulled 2. We ended up getting another one from 2018. It also didn't have the images in it. We're looking for more now too. I've got strong evidence. Jonas fabricated evidence now. Bottom line is these 2 images which show cloud patterns are not from this set shared by Jonas, but somehow Jonas is attempting to fabricate the evidence. Now, I don't know. There was a bunch of different things that came out. This was like one of the things I think I found on Reddit. I'm not going to get into the details, but there's been a lot of forensic analysis into the pictures, whether or not the metadata lines up or what have you. I haven't really talked about a lot of that because I'm not a technical expert on that. What I do know is there's no 2D cloud picture in a 3D video. So we'll stick to that. You seriously think that the raw photos that Jonas shared with us were doctored? He found a picture that he took from within the plane showing the wingtip. He shared that with me. Again, having a different picture of the wingtip does not mean that these pictures are not fake. Like, I don't know, Kim.com, I thought he was a smart guy, but when I see stuff like this, it's weird because it feels like he's trying to pressure me into stuff that's not logical here. He found the ticket for the flight. Again, that doesn't mean anything. Like, this is actually making me question if Kim.com is a literal agent. Just because he has a ticket for a flight doesn't mean that these pictures are real. It has nothing to do with that. I thought Kim.com was smart. There's no way his evidence is fake. Why? Why can it not? Why does that have to mean it's real? It doesn't, that's logic and reason. It doesn't work. You are going to lose all credibility. Why does Kim.com care about my credibility? I've never cared about my brand or anything related to this. Why was Kim.com pressuring me like this, guys? I think people are egging you to keep going because they want to make a clown out of you. This to me screams disinformation agent. Absolutely screams disinformation agent. Why would somebody be trying to pressure me this hard? Now you have absolute proof that Kim.com was pressuring me to say that the pictures were fake. And I say, nah, they aren't. The plane didn't crash into the South Indian Ocean. I'm 1,000% sure. I'm going to come out of this hard this morning against the debunk, and I regret even saying that I thought it was debunked. Sorry, Kim. Oof. This is a death blow to Kim.com, who was just in the chat here earlier. This statement right here. Didn't he just say that I was a scammer and that I thought the pictures were fake? Wow. This private DM, I didn't even know this was in here. This right here is 100% proof that I did not agree with what Kim.com was pressuring me, and 100% proof that I believe those videos are real. And I was nice to him even. Said, still appreciate you. I don't care about being made into a clown or discredited. That doesn't matter to me at all. All that matters to me is the truth. I'm surprised someone that has had the government spy on you, that him having been on the flight and took the pictures is proof to you. I've got an analyst who is telling me that the 2 pictures don't have accurate angles or light relative to the other pictures. Oh, that was what the analysis was. That supposedly the lighting doesn't even match the other pictures in the set. This was before we found the Mount Fuji picture that has the exact same angle and exact same shadow as the Jonas picture. Exact same, like perfect overlay. In fact, I might have to pull that up as well. I'll look for that while... Wait, I want to show this too. Let's look at this real quick as well. What does that say? This is the Jonas picture. 84% AI. 84%. This image is highly likely to be AI generated. That's Jonas's picture right there. That's picture IMG 1844. Obviously, that's not proof, but there you go. I'm just going to post that for Kim.com as well. Where is the cloud one that matches? I may have to dig through it and find that. If my boy, what's his name? Wall Street Journal guy is out there, let me know. Guys, we're going to body Kim.com here tonight. Okay, Ashton, I know what the government is capable of. The evidence from Jonas is rock solid, in my opinion. Wishing you the best, sincerely. So Kim.com objectively knows that I'm not a scammer and objectively knows that I'm telling the truth here. He got these DMs after the cloud picture came out, after I already deleted the post. And he's in my chat earlier today defaming me, making false statements about me that he knows objectively are false based on these comments. Why was Kim.com doing that? Kim, do you want to be sued, my man? Do you want to be sued? You have a lot of money, Kim. People that are rich should not be defaming people that are poor like me. That would be my opinion. Especially when you're making knowably false statements and I have the absolute receipts right in front of you, right here. Kim, are you still here, bruh? You still here? Where'd Kim go, guys? Where's Kim at? Browser's having trouble sharing your video. Okay. Hold on. We'll come back to that chat. Don't worry. Shit. I got to play. God damn, I wish I had this queued up. This one is especially for you, Kim. That one's for you, bro. Hold on. I got a better one. Bro, you really trying to say that I'm scamming people and faking it? Boy, I hope you're looking for that video. Kim taking big losses here tonight, chat. I didn't even remember the DMs were this bad for Kim.com. He literally just made false statements about me in this stream that are provably false, that we can prove that he knew were false when he made them. Yikes, dude. That's a big yikes, my man. Don't worry. Let's finish these DMs up. Okay. Thanks, man. If I could come up with something that made more sense, I wouldn't have a problem. But the video has too much going for them. The debunk is too random and makes no sense how it was even found. Some burner account emails Jonas and wants him to make a video, and he does it within a couple hours. The whole thing stinks. Did the Rain Man find the clouds? Jonas didn't strike me as dishonest, but I can't blindly trust anyone, and the government could have easily modified the images on his computer. He even admits it's possible in the recording I have of us. I forgot about that. I actually have Jonas on recording saying that they could have been modified. I'm gonna go pull that clip later tonight, guys. God, yo, Kim.com, you just buried yourself. Holy shit. Yo, Kim, best advice anyone will give you tonight, let this go to sleep, go do something else, never comment or talk about me ever again. If you make any more posts about me, I'm going to find the clip where Jonas says that anything could be modified, anything could be fabricated. I'm going to find that clip, and that'll be the next clip I post. I remember it now. He actually said that in the video that Kim.com wants us to pull the full thing. He thinks that video is going to look good look for him. It's going to bury Jonas. Holy shit. Bro, Kim is getting bodied, dude. Where is his comments, dude? Where's his body? Where's his comments, dude? I don't need to debate him. I've got the DMs right here, guys. This is absolute proof Kim.com's full of shit. 100% proof. Woo. Kim, bro, read this part right here, my man. Kim, read this. Are you reading the DMs? You don't remember that? Remember when Jonas said that anything could be faked? Kim, are you familiar with the Vault 7 WikiLeaks, where the CIA has potentially access to every single computer on the planet? You're familiar with those WikiLeaks, Kim, right? Boy, you are... dude, I gave you the best advice you could get, my man. I gave you the best advice that you could get. I've got absolute... The call doesn't even matter because all this stuff post-dates the call anyway. So all these DMs, by the way, post-date the call. So, Kim, you're getting absolutely crucified right now, my man. Absolutely crucified. No, I'm going to take clips probably later tonight of Jonas saying that anything could be faked. Because I remember that now. Kim is probably remembering it now as well. I have connections of my own, and they're legit. They're telling me to press on that this is a planned operation to get me to stop. It's hard to know who or what to trust, and I don't trust Kimdotcom at all. I'll tell you guys that straight up. I'm going to remove the bounty because it may be incentivizing debunkers to fabricate false evidence, but I thank you for your work in bringing attention to the MH370. You're, of course, free to do whatever you want with your offer, leave it in place or not. And if you do ever want to help on, on your case, I would be happy to help you, sir. Feel free to hit me up anytime. That was to Kim.com. Look at how nice I was to Kim.com this whole time, guys. I would ask you nicely now not to condescend me or the case. You're welcome to move on, sir. I guess he didn't take that advice. Oof. Man, imagine being Kim.com right now, guys. Lastly, the offer still stands to assist for you or your legal efforts in any way. I still respect what you've done and what you're fighting against. Should we listen to this clip? Oh, can you guys hear this? You guys probably can't hear this. You're going to want to hear this one, chat.
Actually very heavily relied on photo.
Why doesn't that full screen? Oh, it just won't full screen?
Heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning. So actually very heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning. So actually very heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning. So actually very heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning. So actually very heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning. So actually very heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning. So actually very heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning. So actually very heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning. So actually very heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning. So actually very heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning. So actually very heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning. So actually very heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning. So
how's that, chat? You guys got it? Should we play it again? Does Kim.com, did he hear that? Guess not, huh? You guys could hear that, right? This was the guy that was threatening to sue me, by the way. This guy, Jonas Duro, right here. People literally found clips of him admitting that when he was struggling, he relied on photo manipulation for one of his gigs. Is this the one? And here's a different one where he... This is a video of Jonas literally adding clouds within 30 seconds. Literally doing cloud editing to the background of an image. Look how good he is. He's really good. He's really good at cloud manipulation. Great job. Great job, Jonas. You're really good at manipulating clouds. You want the context for the other one? Let me see if I can. Oh, okay. Here's a full clip. So just so that you guys don't think that I'm being uneasy or whatever on Joan or being the manip. You guys got the context? Oh, we don't. Oh, there's no context. Oh, sorry, you guys didn't hear that. Okay, sorry. I'll play it again. God damn it. I think it's this one.
Thing I didn't like it. I wanted to use my mouse. I was studying animation at the time. Like I was really into 2D animation. So I
Very
love
interesting.
You know, But the transition to digital was a little bit awkward for me. So I actually very heavily relied on photo manipulation in the beginning because I didn't know how to utilize digital painting, or I didn't actually hand thing. I didn't like it. I wanted to use my mouse. I was studying animation at the time. Like, I was really into 2D animation. So I love drawing, but the transition to digital was a little bit awkward for me. So I actually very heavily relied on
Quite enjoyable.
photo manipulation in the beginning because I didn't know how to utilize digital painting, or I didn't even know digital.
Amazing, chat. Absolutely amazing. Oh, hold on. Bottoms up, chat. Bottoms up. I think that's an appropriate reaction. So have we... no, Jonas said he was not the creator of the videos. So you can rule that one out. Are we done with Kim.com, chat? Are we done with Kim.com? Is he done now? Well, I don't know what he thinks there's a debate. If you want to keep this going on Twitter, my bro, you saw the DMs. Everybody saw the DMs. I'll go through them one more time. So if people want to record the DMs or whatever they want to do, these are my real DMs with Kim.com. They have dates on them, timestamps. You can see Kim.com's name in the top. These are not fabricated in any way, shape, or form. Wherever we want to go. Oh, that was that weird shit about Q-Star and on, dude. That was so weird. So here's the part where the conversation begins after we had talked. This all post dates the video that I clipped with Kim.com where Jonas had agreed to take the $10,000 and sign the affidavit, and then the next day was pretending like it never happened. I don't know if he thought that we weren't recording or what have you. Kim.com told me to do the recording. Here's all the messages back and forth. So this is all where Kim.com knows 100% that I believe these videos are real. He knows because he got these messages after the recording happened. So anything that Kim.com says about my opinion, that if he makes any claims that I'm a scammer or that that I said the videos are fake, well, first of all, he's a liar, and he is knowably lying because these DMs prove that he was told that I believe the videos are real, even after the cloud debunk. So I'm not sure why he would keep burying himself on this, but it's up to him. Yeah. Night, Amanda. If you're going to sleep, appreciate you. Have a good night. Pretty wild, man. And I was even nice to him. Still appreciated him. Told him that I'd be willing to still help out with his case. Everything out there. I mean, I didn't want to make an enemy of Kim.com. I know he's a smart guy and he's very well connected. And I would have liked to help out with his case. He offered me like, I don't know if he said specifically he would give me like a 6-figure salary for it. But I remember that. So maybe that was true. Maybe not. I don't have proof of that necessarily. So there you guys go. Wow, chat. What a live stream tonight. Pretty wild. Yeah. So how did Kim.com get started in the beginning of this? Great question. Randomly one day, I get a message DM from Kim.com, and he sets up a call with me, and he says, I'm not really in the UFO community, but I like what you're doing and I want to help you out. I think, and then we talked for like, how long did we talk, Kim? Like 2 hours, where I went over all the evidence with you, like 2 hours. I talked to him for like 2 hours and went through the evidence, explained why the videos are real. And this is back in what, November, Kim? Probably November. And explain why the videos were real, explain the evidence. And this is not even, we didn't even have the science figured out back then. So before even all that was just with the evidence around MH370. At this point, I'm 1,000% sure they're real, and the science is real too. But we've come a long way since November. And then he wanted to support me, and I I was like a little kid where like, you know, your hero is coming down to help you out. So I loved it. I was like, oh, thank you very much, Kim. I put a bunch of bullshit gushy stuff out there about how Kim was supporting me, but then he never really retweeted any of my content. He also took my Sibbers video and didn't even retweet me on the Sibbers video. He just did one of those things where like you post the video as your own, and he posted the video as his own. And it does say like from Ashton Forbes, but it wasn't like he was saying, hey, everybody should come follow this guy, Ashton Forbes, and retweeting me or anything like that, which was also pretty weird. So, you know, right off the bat, I had weird vibes from him because he wasn't retweeting all my content and stuff like that. I don't really want to, you know, disparage Kimdotcom anymore, but I have the truth on my side. So I'm happy to, if he wants to keep it going. Oh, Kim can post a call. I'm not going to post it. I'm not interested. What do I have to post the call for? Nothing. There's nothing in there that I'm worried about. If Kimdotcom thinks there is, I literally told him I already emailed it to him. He can go find it and he can download it himself if he wants to. Doesn't matter to me. He's the one who thinks that the video is going to say something. I might clip the part where Jonas says that anything can be fake, though. I remember that now. Maybe I'll clip the part where Kim.com's talking about wanting to invest in Jonas's video game company too. That was kind of weird. So, yeah. So I don't know. We know that now. If Kim.com's makes any objectively false statements about me being a scammer, we know that he knows those statements are false as he makes them, because I just showed you guys the absolute proof of our DMs that post date any other. Those were the last conversations Kim and I ever had before today, by the way, guys. Those DMs that I just showed you, those were the very last conversations. Kim has never reached out to me since then until all of a sudden today. Now he's up in my replies, trying to make false statements about me in the stream. I'm not sure why. Weird stuff, man. I'm not really on your side anymore, Kim. Not really on your side anymore. Also, mods, real quick. If anyone is in the YouTube channel and anyone's making disparaging comments, just ban them. Permanently ban them. We got 10,000 people following. So if you never want to be able to post again in the YouTube channel, go ahead and make your disparaging comments. I'm giving the mods free reign. So we're not going to deal with any trolling tonight. So this person says, makes no sense. Why would I care about releasing the call? I just showed all the DMs. What do you guys think that I have to fear exactly? I have nothing to fear. He said, you said, well, he can say whatever he wants. He can go take the call if he thinks that I said that. Even if I said that, which I don't remember saying that at all, and I think I would probably remember my own statements. Even if I said that, you can see my DMs that post date that call where I said that the videos are real. I just showed it. So it literally doesn't even matter, even if he posts something like that. And if he does do something like that out of context, then he's defaming me, because the DMs I just showed you post date that, and he's making them knowingly false statements. So Kim, please, I'm begging you, man. Kim, I don't want to get in a legal battle with you. I know you have a lot of money, and I don't want to take your money either. So please don't defame me anymore, Kim.com. Please just go away. I mean, please just this is what I told Jonas. This is what I tell all the trolls who come after me and shit like that, is like, don't come at me. It's not going to go well for you. And I don't mean that as a threat. It's just straight up. It's never gone well for anybody who's come at me. Because I have the truth on my side. I have people that know that I have the truth on my side. You, on the other hand, your background is sketchy as fuck. Super sketchy. And the fact that you're trying to make these videos go away all of a sudden is really sketchy. Really, really sketchy, dude. And the fact that you're making knowingly false claims about me being a scammer in my stream is beyond sketchy and might be liable. I might talk to a lawyer and just find out, because I think you have money to give. No, and if I need to, Kim, I will post the other DMs as well, where I clarified with you that the $10,000, the $100,000 reward was only for the hoaxer to come forward. The hoaxer, not Jonas. The hoaxer to come forward with evidence that they made the videos. Do I need to go find those DMs too, Kim? Have I not buried you enough tonight? I have like 10 posts, and I'm on the record on like 10 different podcasts saying that the hoaxer must come forward with the proof that they made the videos. You were the one who said that you wanted a copy of the videos without the orbs in them. That's what you said. And then I came into the DMs and corrected you and said, no, the bounty needs to be for the person to come forth who hoaxed the videos, the person who made the videos, and they need to have proof with it. You are lying right now, Kim.com. What you're posting right here, what you guys see right here is objectively a lie. Kim.com is lying. Provable lie. Kim, the best thing you can do right now is stop lying, my bro. Stop lying. In fact, I'm probably going to pull it off. I'm probably going to pull the DMs up right now. This is crazy. I didn't think Kim.com was this much of a fucking douchebag. We're exposing Kim.com live on stream right now as a liar, as a potential agent of the government. Holy shit, guys. I thought exposing the videos was big, but we might be exposing Kim.com as a government agent. He's definitely a liar. I'm going to find let me go pull up the DMs where I talk about the bounty. Holy shit, guys. Wow. I mean, I have like 10 podcasts. I can pull up any of them where I've said that the bounty is for literally the hoaxer coming forward. You guys all know this. The hoaxer coming forward with proof that they hoaxed the videos, not for somebody to come forward with some random cloud picture. Kim, are you mentally disabled? Are you a retard, Kim? Are you actually retarded? I can't believe he's actually making this false statement like this. Are you just spreading disinformation? I have 100% proof and the truth on my side. Wow. Yo, you're just destroying your credibility. Oh, you're a scammer, sue me. Wow. Kim.com is a straight up liar. The only thing we can assume from this is that Kim.com is literally a federal agent of the US government. Kim.com is facing extradition, literally got all his money from Mega Upload taken by the US government and told me firsthand that they pay him back an allowance. And this guy is objectively lying, making defamatory statements about me live on stream that he knows are false, that we already proved that he knows are false. Wow, man. That's straight up libel. You should never come back to this country, Kim. I'll be happy to take your money from you, my man. Yeah, you owe me just give me the 100,000, honestly. Just give it to me. I could probably take a lot more from that from you from this. Kim, go away. Yeah, Kim's probably getting paid for what he's doing right now. That's just my opinion, but what he's doing right now is the sketchiest shit ever, dude. Kim.com is compromised and bad news. Avoid him. Man, talk about destroying your credibility, Kim.com. Whew. I'm just some random dude. I have no credibility to have and no brand to have. You, on the other hand, are somebody that pretends to be against the US government, and you're a total phony and a fraud. Kim.com is a phony and a fraud. Don't trust a single thing Kim.com says, guys. You've seen him lie right now in our stream. He said knowingly false lies. He's trying to make these videos go away. And there's no reason for him to even be here. No reason for him to even be here. This is wild, man. Where's the thing? Man, Kim, I liked you too, man. I liked you. I don't know what your problem is, why you're trying to come out so hard. You know what? I don't really want to do the rest of this tonight, but I'm probably going to find the part where we talk about the bounty. I think we talked about it in DMs. And I'll post that too, so that everybody knows you were lying about the bounty as well. So just to be Kim just got cooked. I've never seen somebody actually just destroy themselves in a live stream as hard as Kim.com just did in this chat. It's hard to believe. This guy destroyed himself harder than some of these people, some of these UFO losers do in these like spaces, man. Straight up cooked, my man. Okay. Yeah, and I corrected you because the reward that you posted is not the reward that I promoted. So Kim.com, and we can go to your tweet. Your tweet was for somebody to come forward with the videos without the orbs in them. That's what you said. That's what you said objectively. And then I corrected you, and you know this, and I said that no, the bounty needs to be for somebody to come forward with the videos as the hoaxer with their source material. I corrected this for you. We talked about it. You know that. So I'm not sure why you're lying about this. I'm not sure why you're lying about so much stuff. It's really weird, man. Very, very bizarre that you're acting like this, man. And you libeled me tonight too, even though you know objectively false statements that you knew were false at the time that you made them. I don't know. Is Kim? I don't know. I'm not sure if he's just. I'm not sure if Kim's just retarded or like what his deal is. But this is honestly just getting embarrassing for him. I don't think Kim's ever lost as much credibility as he's lost tonight in his whole life. Crazy, bro. Crazy. He's got a lot of money to lose too. This is definitely weird. Double agent for sure. Mad sussy baka vibes from Kim. I don't know, man. I don't think they're digging your stuff, Kim. Yeah, Kim, take the L and go look for jellyfish, my bro. Kim is so dumb, dude. He believes Iran state propaganda. LMFAO. Oof. Huge Kim loss. Kim, why did Jacinda visit your house? Why do you kiss the ass of that dictator? She delivers the CIA terms that you agree to. Is that true? Did Jacinda actually visit you, Kim? Jacinda Horseface, New Zealand authoritarian that promoted COVID restrictions. Did she really visit your house? Wow, is that true? Kim absolutely destroyed his credibility fucking around Greer. That's true as well. This is just a straight up huge loss for Kimdotcom tonight, guys. Wow. Somebody wants to know if you actually had $100,000 bounty to pay up. The debunkers want to know too, Kim. The debunkers want to know if you really had the $100,000 to pay up. Is Kimdotcom okay? Yeah, I'm not sure if he's okay, dude. Kim's taking L's to the face like that hot dog girl. Hot dog girl, Kim. Hot dog girl. What a stream tonight, chat. Is this the one? Oh, wait, that's not it. I can't find the hot dog girl gif, guys. I don't know. The one where she's just getting pummeled with hot dogs. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, what the fuck happened to you, Kim? This is this is like the biggest heel turn ever. This is like WWE heel turn. I appreciate you hanging around. Wait, is Keemstar in the chat? Wow, Keemstar is probably going to be reporting on this. Keemstar loves the drama. Wow. Keemstar, so here's the thing, Kim, for you, man, more advice. Keemstar knows I'm 100% truthful, man. I've passed Keemstar or Joe Rogan DMs. So Keemstar knows I don't lie. So Keemstar is happy to blow up this drama, and I'm happy to blow it up too, because I have the truth 100% on my side. In fact, I can make like 5 clips out of this stream tonight just alone, just completely destroying Kimdotcom. Just use it to elevate my status to get more views on the MH370 videos. Want to hear a debate? What kind of debate does Kim have? Guys, tomorrow, can somebody go find the space between Kimdotcom and Stephen Greer? If you go back to December 15th or 16th on my Twitter profile, you should be able to find a replay of the stream. Let's clip the part where Kimdotcom loses his mind like a little child and starts over talking Dr. Stephen Greer and talking about how he wants the aliens to put the cure for cancer on the blockchain. Somebody find that clip. I'll post it tomorrow when we beef more with Kimdotcom, which at this point I'm sure is going to happen. We're going to bury Kimdotcom on social media. Yeah, stop hitting yourself, Kim. I told him, dude. I told Kimdotcom, I warned him, this never goes well for people to come against me. It doesn't matter if you have 1 million followers. It doesn't matter, bro. You're just going to embarrass and shit yourself to your followers. In fact, the fact that you are now coming out in support of the U.S. government when you are claiming to be against them pretty much just shows that you're completely 100% full of shit. It just shows you're completely full of shit. Like the definition of controlled opposition should have a picture of Kimdotcom right there. Literally controlled opposition. U.S. government just says, wears him like a puppet. Where's this dude like a puppet? Open your mouth and say something, Kim. Go after Ashton Forbes. We don't want these videos to come out. Here's some more money, Kim. We'll give you more of your mega upload money. There's nothing to debate with Kim.com, guys. Kim.com doesn't have any useful thoughts that need to be debated. We just saw everything that's out there. It's all in the open. There's literally nothing to debate. What am I going to debate him on? Kim.com's not an expert of the MH370 videos. He's not an expert on even the MH370 case. He's certainly not a VFX expert. He's not a science expert. I have no reason to talk to Kim.com. I wouldn't even interview him on my podcast. He has literally nothing to tell me. Kim.com is probably not even as smart as I am. If he was as smart as I am, he wouldn't be here in this live stream right now, like just destroying his credibility in real time. Your scam world just blew up, Ashton. Kim, you're the biggest fraud on the face of the earth, bro. Like, you would know scams because your whole life is a scam. I hope the U.S. government extradites you, bro, but I have a feeling that you have a deal with them, and that's why you're not going to get extradited to the United States. But yikes, man. Yikes. Okay. Should we move on to the science, guys, or should we just keep dunking on Kim.com? What do you guys think? Science? Should we teach Kim.com how science is? Yeah, Kim was always a grifter. That's what, honestly, a lot of people warned me about Kim.com and about how he was a grifter and a con man. And I probably should have listened to them. As you can see now, he clearly is. You know, I don't know. He's probably sucking CIA dicks. That wouldn't surprise me at all. The irony here is that I am not controlled by the government whatsoever, and Kim.com probably is. Because otherwise he has no reason to even be here right now. Literally no reason to be here. I'm not sure. Kim, why don't you tell us why you're even here? Why are you even here, dude? Can we get an answer to that? Guys, can you guys ask Kim.com, whenever Kim.com posts on Twitter, ask him why he's even talking about this. Why is he invested in something that he should have no reason to be invested in whatsoever? Why is Kim.com doing that? So when people are like disinformation agents, and when somebody's guilty of something, they act like they have skin in the game when they shouldn't have any skin in the game. Kim.com's acting like he has skin in the game for something that doesn't impact him whatsoever. It seems like Kim.com is a literal government CIA disinformation agent trying to make this case go away, libeling me in real time, which we've got proof of right now, which he making knowingly false statements that we already proved from the DMs. Why is this guy doing this? Why is this guy buried? This is the question you should ask yourself, especially when we're talking about the most important videos potentially in the history of man, which are the MH370 videos. So if people are not familiar with these videos, you should watch them again. These videos are 100% real. People like Kim.com who are trying to hide them are probably government disinformation agents. I just have to speculate that because otherwise there's no reason to try to hide these. If you're somebody who's against the government, the only thing you should want is the government to issue a statement about these videos because it implicates them in the biggest cover-up of all time. So if you're against the United States government, you want to get the government to expose these videos. If you are a disinformation agent that works for the CIA and the government, then you are trying to convince people these videos are fake and you're trying to convince them to stop looking at these videos. So if Kim.com continues to make false statements about these videos, then you know that he is 100% a CIA operative. And that you know the United States government has him by the balls, which we know they have him by the balls. We know they do. They've got his money. They've got him under a legal threat of extradition. I think isn't your mega upload case a criminal case too? Like it's not even a civil case. Like isn't it a criminal case against you that you said? So not only is it like they're just trying to take his money, they're trying to put him in prison. They're actually trying to put Kim.com in prison. The CIA has Kim.com by his fucking balls. This guy is a pussy that has his balls in the vice by the U.S. government. These videos are real, by the way. 100%. That's my true opinion. These videos are real. Anything Kim.com says is fake. Don't listen to a word that guy says. He's a phony and he's a fraud. Keemstar just confirmed on the Drama Alert account. This is Keemstar, by the way. I can confirm Ashton Forbes is an honest man. Thank you, Keem. You're a good guy. Appreciate you, bro. Oof, boy. Kim is taking L's. Kim is just getting bodied tonight. These are real videos. The fact that Kim.com can't tell that this is a real video makes me question his judgment. It really does. Who looks at this video and thinks that this is fake? This is a real drone video. You can literally see the drone in the beginning of it. Do you think somebody came up with the heat signatures on these orbs and the forward-facing gravity engines, Kim? And they every single frame they made the heat signature in the belly of the plane perfectly accurate. You think they manually added that? Like, what are you guys thinking? How they made these videos for the people that think these are fake? These videos are 100% real. This is the biggest conspiracy in the history of the world. Kim.com's probably a spook that is underneath the federal government. Don't trust a single thing he says. And once again, these videos are real. Yeah, Kim.com scammed all his life and he's calling other people scammers. Kim.com's literally facing criminal charges for stealing other people's intellectual property using mega upload from the United States government who took all his money. And he's calling other people scammers. Dude is literally facing extradition to the United States for criminal charges right now. Kim, you are a literal criminal and you are trying to call me a scammer? You have literal charges against you. They're trying to extradite you for your criminal charges. Don't ever call anybody else a scammer ever again, Kim. Yeah, Kim, maybe wear 2 masks. Maybe cover up that double chin of yours as well. Isn't Kim a girl's name? It's true. It is. Only 10,000 viewers. Oh, I'm laughing on the inside and on the outside, guys. There's nothing about this that works against me on this one. Too funny, dude. Too funny. Yeah, Kim is seething pretty hard, dude. Maybe Kim is still playing Call of Duty. 1v1 him. Obama it wants to 1v1 Kim, guys. God damn, chat's moving too fast for me, guys. Holy crap, chat's moving too fast. Did I see someone say that Kim.com was a rat? Probably. Yeah, let's ask Rick Doty what he thinks about Kim.com since Kim.com was disinformation. Kim was a copyright lawsuit troll in the in the 90s in Germany too. So Kim.com is just a total piece of shit. Wow, dude. Kim, brother Kim. Best advice I can give you, Kim. This will not go well for you. You've seen my investigative prowess, man. There's a lot of people throwing a lot of dirt about you in here. You know, I would stop, dude. It's hard to get people to legitimately debate Ashton because Ashton is by far the most known expert on the case. Like, who could even debate him? He's been studying this religiously more than anybody. Exactly, Keem. Like, who am I supposed to debate on this? Unless you're like an MH370 expert, there's nobody to debate on this. Like, Kim.com's not an expert. I'd rather debate like Average Chris or somebody like that. Like, Kim.com's like dog shit when it comes to respect of like where he is on the MH370 stuff. Like, he's just some random loser influencer. Like, he has no bearing on any of this stuff. He's a rat. Yeah, he's distracting us from the science. No, this is, guys, we are absolutely farming Kim.com right now. We're farming him for engagement at the moment, actually. He's bringing more eyeballs to the case. And he's bringing more people to look at the MH370 videos, which is why we have to thank him. Thank you, Kim.com. I appreciate that we are farming you like the troll that you are for your engagement. I'm going to continue to farm you as long as you want to keep going at this. I've got a bunch of clips I can post. Yeah, and I will farm you to make sure that more and more people put their eyes on the MH370 videos. Honestly, getting into a beef with Kim.com is like maybe the best thing that could happen to the MH370 videos, because that way people like Joe Rogan are probably going to start paying attention again. Like, why is like a scammer like Kim.com, a guy who's a literal criminal, why is he coming at the MH370 video so hard? Because smart people will go like, this is weird. Like, Kim.com is like getting like railed in the butt by the CIA and the United States DOJ. And all of a sudden, he's supporting the DOJ and the government to try to make the MH370 videos go away. Like, normal people look at that and they go, this is weird. Like, this is very weird. This is not normal behavior for a guy that pretends to be against the United States government. Like, he posts a bunch of fake propaganda against the United States government, and now all of a sudden he's sucking them off, trying to do them a huge favor. Like, who called you, Kim.com? Like, who actually called Kim.com and told him to come on to this? It's really bizarre, dude. Okay, should we do the science real quick? Yeah, Ashton dunks on all the debunkers. I mean, these guys know, man. People that have been around me know that, like, if you try to come at me as a debunker or any of these other people, like, you're gonna get straight bodied. I'm not some guy that you can bully around. That's not who I am. I don't care about my appearance or my brand or any of that stuff, guys. We are going to get to the science here. So let's go ahead and do the science here. Okay, you guys want the science? Guys, I'm like 1,000 messages. There's so many people watching right now. Did we farm Kimdotcom enough? I think we farmed him enough. Okay, sweet. Damn, we got Darren Reed in the chat. Darren Reed. Dazzle woke guy. Okay, let's do some science, guys. Okay, enough of that. That was fun, but enough. Oh, one more, guys. So not only is Kim a fraud, but Kim knows that the videos aren't debunked. Are you guys ready for this? I forgot that he sent me this message. Kim actually knows the videos aren't debunked, guys. Mick West claims to have found the cloud textures that were used in the videos. How lucky of him to find both the explosion and the cloud textures that seem to match the video. Seems like he/his employers placing those textures onto the old archives, then linking them as evidence. That's how I would do it if I wanted to discredit your research. What's your response? Kim.com knows the videos are real here, guys. Let's emoji Kim.com here, guys. Thank you, Kim.com. Thank you. Appreciate you. Here you guys go. Absolute proof right here, guys. Kim.com knows the videos are real. There it is. Kim.com is the one that called out Mick West as finding the cloud texture, and that then he's the one who actually, even before I brought it up, realized that the whole situation was sketchy, that Mick West, every single debunk goes back to Mick West. Damn, totally bodied, dude. Okay, when Kim.com says his next thing, I'm just going to I'm going to take a screenshot of this real quick. I want to make sure this doesn't disappear. Wait, let me make sure I got the Kim.com thing on the top so people don't think I fabricated the picture. Love it, guys. Love it. I didn't even go through all the DMs, guys. Jeez. Okay, let's put that in the... I have a losers Discord. I'm going to put Kim.com right here. There we go. Sweet. Yikes. That's a YAHTZEE chat. Woo! Should we post it? Yeah, should we post it on X? Post it on X? Yeah, make sure you guys screenshotted that. So when Kim.com comes out and tries to claim that I think the videos are fake, well, we can say that Kim.com knows the videos are real. There's the DM right there. That's the proof. He never once did he renege on that as far as I can tell. Kim.com was the very first person. Okay, let's post it right now, guys. I'm going to stop sharing for a second. Did he come out and make more statements against us? Let me see if we can find any replies. Ooh, Kim.com's mad, dude. He's blocking people now. Ooh, he's getting mad. He's getting mad, chat. Okay, yeah, we're going to post this. And then we're going to go to, yeah, we're just going to drop the mic on this. I dropped it. I dropped it for you guys, chat. I said, I'll show you guys. I've never bodied an influencer harder than we just bodied Kim.com. Agent Kim.com knows the MH370 videos are real. Oh my God, dude. My God. Why don't people just listen when I give them honest advice, man? I give people honest advice and they just bury themselves every single time. Every single time. It's like they have to double down. It's like, Why? Just it's like, why do they have to double down every time? The debunker tears must flow. The debunker tears must flow. So I just want to state for the record officially one last time, the MH370 videos are real. I've always believed that they're real. And even in the moment of doubt, when Kim.com literally pressured me into making a statement that I didn't want to make about them being fake, I ended up deleting that. I've always believed the videos are real. And I think we have 100% proof. And anybody who doesn't think the videos are real, everybody should be asking for a response from the government. We're now in beefs with Kim.com and Twitter. We're getting hundreds of thousands of views. So at this point, the United States government can't pretend like they don't know this is going on. Anyone who doesn't want the United States government to issue a statement on these videos is a liar and a fraud. So don't trust them. Hopefully we've addressed that. Let's show Kim.com how the science works. Okay. We buried Kim.com tonight. Totally exposed. Totally exposed. Darren, don't make me block you, Darren. Man, we are triggering people tonight. This is a good stream, chat. This is a good stream. Okay, I'm gonna repeat before we pull into this this thing. Man, we might be able to draw the attention of like actual physicists now on this. So for the morons like Kim.com and the other people who don't understand how science works, we're going to explain it to you. Okay, Kim? We'll let you come with us to Star Trek, even though you were acting like a douchebag. We have both what we would call anti-gravity, which is a force that repulses gravity. So if this makes my dog's treat fall to the ground, then you can make a force that would allow it to float freely. That's anti-gravity. Now, warping space-time, warp drive, is something completely different. And it's like the next level. Now you're actually able to produce gravitons, which is the idea that you can actually bend space-time in a warp bubble, which we've already shown is possible. So I'm going to go ahead and show that real quick, because I want people to realize that this isn't just me talking. This is actual hard science that's out there. DARPA-funded researchers accidentally discovered the first warp bubble. Let's read some direct quotes from Harold Sonny White on here. Harold Sonny White. Our detailed analysis of custom Casimir effects helped identify real and manufacturable nano microstructure that is predicted to generate negative vacuum energy densities such that it would manifest a real nanoscale warp bubble, not an analog, but the real thing. To be clear, our finding is not a warp bubble analog. It is a real, albeit humble and tiny, warp bubble. If you don't believe, here's the actual experiment. Here's the actual proof. You're staring at it right there. Warp bubbles are real. You see the bend in these lines? These are supposed to be perfectly parallel lines. Just to show you, here's them before the bend. Here's the after with the bend in them. Even though this is a very small amount, this shows that it is 100% possible. This does require negative energy, negative density, if you want to think of it like that, in order to pull off. Yeah, the government is definitely scared now, chat. So we'll switch over to the other paper in a second, but you know the government's scared when they're sending Kim.com, like, dude that they've got over the barrel at you and like just actively defaming you to his 1.5 million followers, knowingly defaming you. You know that they're definitely scared these videos are real. For everybody who's out there, you know, these videos will change, this science will change our entire civilization. And anybody who's trying to cover this up is probably an enemy of humanity. I think that some of them probably think that they want to hide this because the world's not ready for it. But people like Kim.com, here's the thing too, guys. I know this for a fact, that the rich people of the world, which Kim.com is one of them, they know this science is real and they profit off of it. Some of them actually have free energy devices in their homes, and they don't talk about it because they're smart and they know not to talk about it. We live in a world where rich douchebags like Kim.com take advantage of all the rest of us, and they know this shit's real and they have no problem lying to the world about it. And the rest of us poor, normal assholes, we get nothing. We get absolutely nothing. And these people lie to us about it. And they think that we're not worthy of it, that we're just peasants, we're just cattle to them. And we're fighting back here. We're exposing this. They fucked up. These videos got leaked probably by Edward C. Lin, like 99.999% chance. And this is our one chance to fight back and steal that information that those rich assholes, millionaires and billionaires know is real, and steal it back for ourselves. Because this technology might end the world, yes, but it gives us back the power. It decentralizes the power away from the government. And that's what frauds like Kimdotcom should be for. So the fact that he's pushing back against stuff like free energy that would give back decentralized power to the people show that he's 100% a fraud piece of shit. Go ahead and clip that for me, guys, if you don't mind. Yeah, this is our time, man. This is the time for the people to finally fight back. Finally for us to get a freaking W for once. For once, man. And for the record, I don't know if Kim.com goes on any podcasts, but I go on a lot of podcasts. So, good luck. Okay, let's get back to the science. Let's get that W. Big facts. Let's get that W. Yeah, what was that? 2 hours and 49 minutes? Okay, let's take a look at this. Oops, I already had it up. Can you guys see this? Sweet. Okay. Guys, we might be going late tonight. I don't even really care about work anymore. Worst comes to worst and I lose my job, I can just sue the shit out of Kim.com. Guy just made knowingly false statements about me. We have absolute proof that he knew were false when he made them. Hilarious. Okay. Extra spatial dimensions. I'm just going to read this out to you guys. In connection with the Casimir effect, extra dimensions provide a rich arena for one to generate models that explain the origin of dark energy. So remember, extra dimensions is the ether. Technically speaking, the Casimir effect is a direct consequence of the non-trivial boundary conditions that in the presence of the conducting plates imposes upon the quantum vacuum. The quantum modes on the interior region of the plates are restricted, and there is a pressure difference when compared to the quantum vacuum on the exterior of the plates. So when you combine your plates together, the wavelengths that are longer than the distance between the plates can't get in there anymore. This is what causes it to push together. This, you could argue, is already proof of an ether existing. This is why the Casimir effect is so important. So guys, one thing that you guys need to remember is the Casimir effect. Okay? Casimir effect. A very similar phenomenon to the Casimir effect can occur when the quantum vacuum energy and extra spatial dimensions are considered. The exploration of this idea has important ramifications in the context of explaining dark energy. Before one can address those ideas, it is necessary to review the role of higher space dimensions in physics. It was Riemann, with his development of differential geometry in the 19th century, who provided the necessary tools to study higher dimensional descriptions of the world. Riemann held the belief that three-dimensional space was not enough to provide adequate description of nature. Improvements in physics led to Maxwell's unification theory of electricity and magnetism, and then general relativity, which unified space and time with special relativity. Boom, YAHTZEE right there. Maxwell's equations. He had already unified electricity, magnetism, general relativity, and special relativity. So what happened? We simplified down, reduced Maxwell's equations, and we forgot how to manipulate gravity. Inspired by these unifications, physicists of the earliest 20th century wanted to unify gravity and electromagnetism. The first attempt was by Nordstrom in 1914, who used a scalar potential for the gravitational field. Let's go. Okay, guys, let's do our description right now for everybody. Kim.com, I hope you're watching. We're going to teach you a little bit of physics tonight. You might be a moron, but we're going to teach you how physics really works, okay? So, when they simplified the Maxwell equations, here's the problem that they made, okay? You take this rubber band. If we pull equally on both sides, the physics equations, the Heaviside equations would argue that this is zero, that we're equal and opposite reactions. You cancel each other out, that's zero. I pull a little bit harder. It doesn't matter because the equations, both sides are pulling equally on both sides. Therefore, it's 0. If I keep pulling, at some point, this rubber band is going to snap. Why does it snap if the equations say there's 0 force? If the forces are equal and opposite, why is the rubber band snapping? Why would it snap? Why would it break? The reason why it breaks is because the stress in the medium. What is the stress in the medium of space-time, reality, everything around me? This area right here. Stress in the medium is the scalar potential. That also equals gravity. Stress in the medium is gravity, stretching the medium of space-time. The interaction between the ether and our reality is what causes gravity. That's your unification theory right there. Later, Wheel and Kaluza, using Einstein's tensor potential, followed 2 separate paths. Wheel's attempt involved an alteration of the geometry of spacetime in 4 dimensions. His early attempts had physical consequences which did not match the experimental data. However, Wheel's work was extended by Einstein and Schrödinger independently in the Einstein-Schrödinger non-symmetric field theory, which is widely regarded as the most advanced unified field theory based on classical physics. But Kaluza-Klein theory. In 1919, Kaluza offered a unique approach for unifying gravity and electromagnetism, which involved adding an additional spatial dimension to general relativity and populating this extra dimension with 2 mathematical objects called the vector potential and the scalar potential. There you go. Kaboom. There's your ether right there. Kaluza literally added the extra dimension in 1919, 105 years ago. That's how long we've been having gravity manipulation suppressed. That's how long. Crafty Sasquatch douchebag. I'm not the only one. In fact, I'm just an investigative journalist. Obviously, I have not come up with any of this. This paper has been out here. If you were smart, maybe you would have pulled up the paper and figured it out. The only reason why we can figure it out is because we have literally the answers. We have proof in the MH370 videos. If somebody faked the MH370 videos, why did they fake them consistent with non-mainstream physics that shows how gravity manipulation is possible? That's pretty weird. Oh, the videos are real. That's why. Okay. We're not going to do any more Kim.com nonsense anymore. We already dunked on Kim.com for like 2 hours. I'm done with him. It doesn't matter if he replied. We'll get back to that. We're busy. We're teaching Kim.com and everybody else physics. Yeah, I don't know why Kreishley is also still super mad. Kreishley is this girl that like I think is secretly in love with me. You know, like when you're in like middle school and like girls like try to hate on you all the time because they have like big crush on you. Like I think that's what her problem is. She got like super butthurt because we caught her like posting crap about me in the debunker Discord. So we kicked her out because she didn't have a good explanation for it. And she had a total meltdown. I have those DMs as well, but we're not going to show that. I'm not trying to destroy somebody else's life tonight. But this is what, like, I don't know. There's a lot of weirdos who are like totally obsessed with me for some reason. Okay. I think that like a lot of this just challenges people, unfortunately, because I think in the inside they know that this is real because this physics wouldn't like exist and be out there if these videos were fake. We would never get this far with this if these videos were fake. So everybody who's out there, there's like 12,000 people watching right now. I just want you to know the MH370 videos are real. This science, this paper called warp drives and what page are we on here? Warp drives, dark energy, and manipulation of extra dimensions by literally the Defense Intelligence Agency, the DIA, right up here. 2010. It's been out there. It's been out. This even predates the MH370 videos. So, do we need to go through all this? So blah, blah, blah. Long story short, Klein had to step in because they did some observational stuff and they said it couldn't work. And then Klein comes in and says, oh, no, if we look at it through this specific spatial dimension and I don't know, some kind of like specific geometry, then it ends up working out again. So one criticism is that the theory is non-predictive. It does not extend Max or Einstein's or Maxwell's theories, but merely synthesizes the formalization within a new mathematical framework. And this is actually a plus. We are not recreating the laws of physics. We're not recreating the laws of physics. We are just understanding them through a new lens. All we have to do is add the ether, add it to the existing laws of physics, and then all we have to do is potentially change conservation of energy, because now we have unlimited negative energy in the ether, and we have to re-understand the laws of thermodynamics, that we can open up our system, and now we can extract energy from space-time and produce over unity and free energy. This will be proven true in the future, and everybody who's trying to denounce it's going to look like a jackass. So there you go. And the reason why I know that is because I know the MH370 videos are real from my own investigation into them and the case around the plane. Like, we definitely stole that plane. What you see in there in those videos is what happened. So, a more serious criticism regards the introduction of the fifth dimension, which was and still is seen as an artificial construct, since our universe is apparently four-dimensional. So literally the criticism here is just what what's her face? Hassenfelder. For some reason I'm just her first name is drawing a blank. Anyway, Hassenfelder said you can't just add an extra dimension. We can, and it actually solves like everything, including it solves the problem of negative energy. It helps us understand symmetry, and it solves the problem of dark energy as well. Adding the ether solves, like, it also gets rid of all this bullshit about virtual particles and quantum fluctuations. It explains all that too. And they just don't like it, because when we look around, we see three spatial dimensions. We have up and down, we have back and forth, and we have left and right. That's our three spatial dimensions. And we have one more dimension. The fourth dimension is time. Time is flowing forward. This adds another dimension, and the people don't like it because they can't see it. You can't see that dimension, so they don't like it. We don't need to see that dimension. But you know what? We can see it if we want to. If we want to see that dimension, we can stare at it anytime we want now, because the United States government did us a huge favor. Oh, wait, let me switch to the other one. Let me do slow motions app. Here we go. They did us a huge favor, and they leaked these videos. These videos show us the extra dimension right there. We're seeing it. This negative energy, this cold event, the reason why the scientists saw this right away and wanted to talk to me, there's no such thing as this. This is not a thing that exists in classical physics. There is no cold explosions. There is no endothermic events like this. This is not something that classical physics, mainstream classical physics, can explain. This can only be explained by the ether with negative energy. That's why everybody was all on these videos. This is not Pyromania VFX. Nobody could even have thought of changing the Pyromania VFX to a cold event, because that's not a mainstream philosophy. You would have to be like a proponent of Thomas Bearden in order to even think this was possible. And I didn't even know who Thomas Bearden was before this. Most people had no idea. These videos are real. And what you're looking at here is the real science and physics of our reality. The United States government would probably do just about anything to keep this covered up. The problem is the science is getting out there to the point now where even some random Twitter dude like me can figure it out. So eventually it's going to be figured out. My guess is most of these people thought that this would be hidden for another 20 or 30 years and that nobody would ever figure this out because they would just keep the science suppressed as long as possible. And that's why they're losing their minds, because I caught on way quicker than they expected. And then I promoted it and I didn't let it go. They never expected somebody would get this much attention. So now they've sucked their attack dogs, Kimdotcom, their little slave that they carry around on a whip and a chain. And now they've got Kimdotcom making false statements about me in the videos because they're desperately trying to make these go away. So you know he's full of shit, because I'm literally showing you not just the videos, but the science that proves it. And this endothermic event right here is absolute proof that we have another dimension. You are staring at the other dimension right here. This does not mean you're going to another timeline or whatever. You literally just use this as a shortcut. Like if I take a piece of paper, this is a letter, and then I fold it in half and we puncture right through. That's what you're looking at. Einstein-Rosen bridge. Right there, you're staring at it. Poof. Absolute proof. We got it. We got them, boys and girls. We got them. The physics goes back to Kaluza Klein. All the physicists that are out there. Sabine Hassenfelder, Eric Weinstein, anybody else who's out there, do yourself a favor. This science is going to check out. I don't know if it's going to be another 5 years, 10 years, 100 years. This will be proven to be true. Do yourself a favor. Just cash in on it. Cash in on it. Or make a debunk video if you want. Make a debunk video and I'll make a counter debunk video. I've got all the evidence right here in front of me. Okay, let's go to the next thing. Then basically it talks about how difficult it is to incorporate and unify the forces. And then they talk about string theory, but string theory is some bullshit. We don't need string theory for any of this. So then it talks about large extra spatial dimensions. Actually, do we need any of this? I think that's probably good, actually. Oh. Although there's still no direct evidence of small spatial dimensions, there's a possibility that experiments planned at the Large Hadron Collider could detect particle decay signatures that would indicate the presence of higher dimensions. In fact, all the theoretical groundwork has been performed by the theorists, and as soon as the LHC is running smoothly, it could, in principle, demonstrate the existence of higher dimensions in a relatively short period of time. So the Large Hadron Collider is probably also being sabotaged because they could probably prove that the extra dimensions exist in the Large Hadron Collider as well. So CERN is probably full of shit as well, guys. You can see it right here. This paper from 2010 basically said we should find the extra dimensions right away. And we know it exists because we're staring at it. So CERN is probably also compromised as well. Yeah, CERN is probably also being suppressed and compromised. Oh, and here's the best. As discussed earlier, the vacuum of spacetime can be visualized as a sea of quantum fields never fully at rest due to the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The oscillations of the vacuum radiate energy over a range of frequencies, much the same way that oscillating electron emits mass electromagnetic energy. And in this way, there exists a ground state energy associated with space itself. The vacuum potential for a periodic scalar field in the ADD model described as above is given by the reference 4850. Actually, this is kind of boring. Oh, so actually later on here as well. Oh, many attempts have been made to relate this vacuum energy to dark energy. However, because these quantum fields are free to oscillate over a wide range of possible frequencies, where one calculates the sum of all the contributions from all possible frequencies of the vacuum, the energy density far in excess of that is seen in nature's recovered. So long story short, we don't need dark energy. The ether will provide us unlimited negative energy, which will be able to explain why things can move faster than the speed of light. Things can move faster than the speed of light in the ether. The speed of light is only limited to our reality because our reality slows down the speed of light to a constant. So pretty simple. It's actually really not even that complicated. The funny part about physics is that the secrets of the universe aren't even that complicated. Everybody can understand this. And this is why I'm just telling it to you guys all that's out there. It doesn't require that much. Oh, this warp drive is really interesting as well, because what it talks about here is, let me see. We don't need that much energy to create a warp bubble because you can create a thin shell around your object. So you don't need like a really thick shell. Imagine like an orange. You've got this orange. And this orange has, you're going to rip the crust off the orange. And if there's a large skin to the orange, then you only get a tiny amount of fruit. We don't need a large, thick shell around our orange. We need a very thin shell. The thinner the shell is around our orange, the less energy it's going to take to produce. So when we make our bubble, we don't need the bubble to have a really thick bubble. The bubble can be really thin. The thinner the bubble is, the easier it is to produce our bubble. This is where Sabine Hassenfelder didn't quite understand that we don't care about conservation of momentum because within the bubble, our plane is still flying normally. And for respect to the plane, it's going to appear instantly somewhere else. And it's going to come out flying at normal speeds. And that's pretty much what this next paragraph talks about here. So there are, like, you would think, very high energy densities that are required. But in the end of the day, if we make our bubble really thin, we don't require that much of energy densities. Plus, we basically have unlimited negative energy in the ether itself. So once again, we have the answer to our video. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted. There it is. We have the answer right here. And we can see that they're actually using Coulomb's law right here to increase their energy densities to the point where they break down the fabric of reality and they break through to the ether. And then at this point, I think they essentially just have unlimited negative energy. But this is why they're mapping the plane in the other video. They're mapping the plane in the other video because they want to figure out how big the shell around the plane has to be in order to warp the entire plane to its new location. That's exactly why they're doing that before. So people ask, like, why is this not here? Why is this not an annihilation event? Because if it was an annihilation event, we wouldn't see the orbs doing what they're doing right here. These orbs are mapping the plane. They're trying to figure out where the bubble has to be around the plane and how they can make it so they can make the thinnest bubble necessary and achieve the energy densities that they need in order to just warp only the plane. That's what they're doing right here. Pretty crazy that we can pull this off, huh? The United States government has this technology, and they're keeping it secret from us. Can you believe that shit? They have this technology. Literally, warp technology is what we're staring at here in this video. That plane just literally warped through a fucking wormhole. When Edward C. Lin saw this, he probably lost his shit. He had no idea what he was looking at. Edward C. Lin probably thought this just got annihilated, because that's what I would think if I was recording this. The dude, this is definitely somebody who had like an emotional reaction, right? Like, you see this for the first time. You see this for the first time, and you're thinking, like, that plane just got zapped by some aliens. Like, that's definitely what you think if you stare at this without knowing how the science works. But we know how the science works. It's literally warp drive. We're staring at it. Here's the science that proves it. We just read it. And then down here, it shows the key to creating warp drive is to create a false vacuum minimum to modify the vacuum spectrum and inject some field which creates de Sitter minimum. The de Sitter minimum, we may have to look at that as well. That's something that Salvatore Pais brought up at the rear of the craft, and the anti-de Sitter minimum at the front of the craft. So creating your bubble around it. Also, later on, it actually talks about lasers in here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Oh, this is also spicy, chat. In a handful of labs scattered around the country, pentawatt lasers are being built and tested. These lasers are a profound capability, able to generate short laser pulses of intensity of 10 to the 15 watts per meter square, which is energy density, with peak focus power densities of 10 to the 27. Remember, to break the Schwinger limit, it's only like 10 to the 33. So this is super powerful laser. And energy densities of 10 to the 16 joules per meter cube. So this is actually the energy density right here. So if it were possible to construct an exotic device whose power output at W less than 1, then the calculations would be identical to those in table 3. It would seem straightforward to show that energy density produced by an analogous dark energy laser would translate into a local expansion of space. A local expansion of space corresponding to 10 to the minus 13 or 10 to the minus 5 meters per second. Is that meters per second? For every meter of space that the laser travels. It may be possible to construct an experiment that could measure the modified expansion of space along the length of the laser to test the predictions of this paper. Chat, YAHTZEE chat. You guys, if you guys do not understand what this says right here, I'm going to show you right now. This is absolute proof that the MH370 videos are real. This literally explains what we see in the videos, chat. If you don't understand this, you're about to find out right now. I couldn't believe when I read this, chat. You're staring at it right here. See these lines in front of the orbs? That is literally what we just read right there. I'm going to reread it while you guys watch this video. It would be straightforward to show that energy densities produced. Let me pull it over to the side so I can read it. energy densities produced by an analogous dark energy laser would translate into a local expansion of space corresponding to some numbers here for every meter of space that the laser travels. This is a literal laser coming out of the orb, shooting and expanding space in front of the orb. It may be possible to construct an experiment that could measure the expansion of space along the length of such a laser to test the predictions of this paper. That's it right there. Holy crap. It is literally a dark energy laser that's producing space in front of the plane right here. Holy crap. I hope Kim.com's still watching. I hope he's learning some science right now. If Kim.com comes out even anymore against these videos, you know he's 100% a spook of the United States government, which wouldn't surprise me at all, but it would be disappointing because I thought he was not just like a total piece of shit. I mean, look at that. That is the dark energy laser. You can see the lines in front of the orbs. They're literally creating space in front of the orbs and traveling along them like a gravitational well. Who would even have known about this in 2014? Who the hell would even come up with this? So who's the person that faked these videos? Some dude who is a VFX expert that knows about the aeronautical capabilities of a 777, that somehow knows about Thomas Bearden, that knows about what a warp bubble would look like, that knows what how to create a dark energy laser that expands space in front of the object. Because what these orbs are doing here is not Alcubierre drive. They're literally using a laser to produce dark energy in front of them. Dark energy, ether, whatever you want to call it. They're producing a gravitational well. That's it. This is proof. Guys, if you're here tonight, this is just straight up kaboom. This is absolute proof. Anybody who thinks these videos are still fake is in the biggest denial of their whole lives. Biggest denial of their whole lives. I'm guessing the people that think these videos are fake like just don't understand science at this point. You are literally like rejecting straight up science. Look at what you're looking at here. Look at what you're looking at. Thomas Bearden explains the phenomenal these videos before they existed. Yeah, he explains this. That's absolutely it right there. Kaboom. Fire. When I read that earlier today, I was like, holy shit, how did I miss that last time? This paper is the holy grail. This paper is the holy grail, chat. We should be looking at all DIA papers because this apparently is where the secrets are at. They're just hiding in plain sight. Hiding in plain sight. There it is. So when these physicists come back, these influencer physicists come back and say, well, there's no experimental proof that this is possible. Just show them this. There it is. There's your experimental proof right there. Kaboom. This will confirm that the videos are real. 100%. So, I mean, I don't even really care what people think at this point because this is going to go down in history as real videos. This is going to go down in history as the moment where anti-gravity was proven to the public. These videos were proven. And at this point, like the feds and the spooks are freaking out. What the fuck? They're freaking out because these videos are the biggest exposure of anti-gravitational technology in the history of the world. And I'm getting way too much attention now. And now they know they can't keep this secret anymore. So they're pulling out all the stops. And they know they can't pull any more debunks out. They know I've reported this to the AARO 4 months ago. And the AARO has been ghosting me because there's nothing they can say. We've got the AARO dead to rights. They know these videos are real. They can't lie about them. That's it, man. Game over. They have to go. They probably already looked at the Edward C. Lynn case and found out that the videos were real. So they probably already know, honestly. AARO probably already knows these videos are real. Straight up YAHTZEE, no denials, game over. Okay. Let me see here. Yeah, and these papers predate the MH370 videos by 4 years. And if they had these papers already out there, then they most likely from the dark projects, I'd already had it figured out. Okay, I think that's good for that, chat. Man, crazy, huh? Crazy. I'm going to finish my Coke, although I'm not going to sleep tonight because of this. Yeah, I ain't worried, chat. They probably will end up killing me. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. And if so, I have no regrets whatsoever. And if it happens, then you guys know this is real anyway, because I'm definitely never going to hurt myself. Guys, I'm chatting with another pretty big influencer tomorrow. It's going to be fun, especially because of the Kim.com drama. I'm going to chat with this other influencer tomorrow. We're going to expose Kim.com. Actually, I might not even bother. Kim.com's actually below me at this point. He's just like basically like a piece of shit on my shoe at this point. It's kind of embarrassing for him, honestly, that he has to like try to punch down. Yeah, Heather, I know it's dark, but it's true. I mean, a lot of people that talk about anti-gravity, you have to realize like the defense contractors that know about this technology, like Lockheed Martin and stuff like that, that produce this, because it's probably them. They probably want me dead pretty bad at this point. They probably want me. I mean, I'm like really just like literally destroying them. Literally destroying them. We're just exposed. All their secrets are just laid bare right here in these videos. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, we're not going to be silenced. I'll post a link to the paper in the chat for you guys. I'm also going to post a link to our Discord. The only rules in the Discord, guys, is you can't be like a Kim.com douchebag. You got to be a normal person. Otherwise, I'm going to have my mods ban anybody who's doing any bullshit or anything like that in the Discord. I will make it up to 50 uses, but it's only going to last for 1 day. You also have to verify when you join the Discord and introduce yourself. Otherwise, you potentially will get booted. And I know that there's a lot of like disinfo people in my Discord. I just don't really care. I say, let the boy watch. Let the boy watch. Let them watch, guys. So there's the Discord right there. It's in the YouTube. You got to be in the YouTube to see the Discord. It doesn't. I can't post in the X for some reason. So if you go to the Discord or the YouTube chat, you can join the Discord if you want. Just don't be a douchebag. Appreciate you. Somebody in the Discord says, how many scalps has Ashton taken now? We need a running tally. Jonas, Average Chris, Lou Reviews, Kim Kardashian. Who else have I missed? Yeah, I've been just... Somebody else in the Discord says, Kim is projecting. His entire life has been scamming people or profiting from other people's work. He's never had a legitimate job his entire life. Yikes. That's a brutal attack. Oh yeah, Julian, Mitch West, yeah, Danny Jones. Like we bodied a lot of people. Corridor Crew. Yikes, man. Yeah, we actually like, man, we made a lot of people. A lot of people have skin in the game on these videos now, because when these videos get proven, like it's the end of the career for Corridor Crew. It's the end of the career for Mick West. Mick West's career is completely over when these videos are proven. He'll be proven to be a fraud and a troll. Corridor Crew, have these guys get sued. Jonas, whatever bullshit career and video game he was working on, that's over. Danny Jones, Julian Dory, I'll never let them live this down. Some of these other people I just don't even care about. But now Kim.com is going to look like a total government spook if these videos get proven to be real, because guy's like a total phony and pretends to be against the United States government, and he's just sucking them off in the background on the corner. Yikes, dude. Yikes, man. I didn't know he was such a fraud, honestly. But people did warn me about Kim.com. A lot of people did. Yeah, by the way, guys, free energy is possible too. So the ultimate conclusion of there being an ether, the reason why they're covering up the ether is because the ether is a potential source of unlimited free energy. You guys who care about the environment, you want to end climate change. Climate change is a scam. We could end climate change anytime we want. Anytime we want. We shouldn't even be using fossil fuels. We could literally have free, clean energy all the time, and It's all been a big scam this whole time. The US government knows it. So all these people, these government politicians talking about climate change, they're all 100% full of shit. Or they don't know about this technology, or both. Crazy, right? We could actually have just straight up free green energy. Yeah, Kim's trying to get good with the feds before he gets locked up. I mean, they've been trying to extradite him for like 10 years, dude. Oh, give us a reason why I have no interest in hurting myself. Good call. I love life. I've met the most awesome people. I love all of you guys. Also, I'm probably going to be famous from this. I mean, it's kind of unavoidable. I mean, I feel like the person who discloses the biggest conspiracy in the history of the world and free energy and warp technology probably should be famous. I don't really care. I just want that Pulitzer so I can rip it up on stream, guys. That's all I want, man. Just give me the Pulitzer. Let me rip it up on stream and show that the world that, that journalism is a joke. I'm definitely not going swimming in any pools where I would drown. I'm not gonna get hit by any cars. My car is not going to spontaneously combust. I'm not going to fall down any elevator shafts. I'm not going on any long walks at night. What else? I'm definitely not going to have a spontaneous heart attack. I didn't take the COVID shot, so I'm not going to die suddenly. What else? I eat pretty right, so I shouldn't pass out and die. I'm pretty young and healthy. Is that a good enough list of reasons? I think that's pretty good. Man, Skinwalker Ranch, guys. I kind of feel bad for Skinwalker Ranch because, like, we kind of just usurped them on their whole portal, like, thing. Like, we're showing a real portal here. This is a real portal. This is a literal real portal. And you can't just, there's not just like random portals that exist around the world. Like, you have to actually produce energy densities big enough to break down the Schwinger limit or break past the Schwinger limit and create non-linear situation. And that's what we see here. As we rip through to the ether, as we see going on right here. Jean-Pierre Pitet's work, I don't know, man. Any scientist who's on this, like, you got science prizes coming for you, man. You're looking at the answers right here. You're looking at them. You can experimentally show that this is real. We actually just read the scientific paper that explained you need a very powerful laser. So, like, this is the other thing, guys. Like, if you want to know how to do this, we also learned how to pull it off. Where was the thing about the lasers? Right here. So you need a laser that can generate short pulses that are essentially 10 to the 16 joules per meter cubed. That's a lot. These are very powerful lasers. So these lasers are going to be in the hands of the defense contractors, like the Lockheed Martins. That's where these lasers exist. So if you have access to a laser like this, you can probably experimentally prove that we can warp space-time and anti-gravity, whatever you want to do. So there's your answer right there. It's been sitting out in the open. There you go. I mean, I gave you guys the secrets to it. Also, counter to what that person in my reply said earlier, like, you can achieve anti-gravity with superconductivity. Now, superconductivity is not like you don't just use superconductivity to achieve anti-gravity. You, like, have an electric pulse over a superconductor with the right configuration. You can get anti-gravity. There's probably a half dozen ways to get anti-gravity, because anti-gravity is just a literal opposite force that causes something to float. What we're talking about here is literally breaking through the fabric of reality to the ether and manipulating space-time with a portal, with a wormhole. Like, that's a whole different thing than just anti-gravity. But apparently both are possible, so that's pretty sweet. So the EM drive is real, free energy is real, over unity is real, cold fusion is definitely real. Yeah, pretty fun, right, guys? Yeah, I love you guys too. This has been a fun stream tonight. I was gonna show these videos here. So this is Sabine Hassenfelder. She seems like a nice lady. I think she's also pretty smart as well. She says later in this video somewhere, like, there's a list of things that we don't have or something like that. Like, look, Alcubierre drive, Einstein's field equations. Where's the part where she lists off the stuff? This might be the wrong one. That is the wrong one. Oh, there we go. Energy conservation. Yep. So she's unfortunately wrong here. She's a very smart woman, but we are going to break the laws of conservation of energy. We're going to have to rewrite those. The ether is going to force us to rewrite those. And the speed of light, we also can break that as well, because the ether will allow light to go at a higher rate of speed, including, as Tesla reported, 50 times the speed of light. Thomas Bearden, 8 times the speed of light. It could go as high as infinity. We don't know. So this is why she's wrong. And again, I'm not a PhD or whatever, but I'm literally looking at the answer. It's right here. There it is. There you go, Sabine. There's the answer. So yes, warp drive is possible. We can achieve negative energy, and we can achieve break the Schwinger limit. So that's cool. And if anyone wants to know how it's done, you can just go to my Twitter profile. How do you direct the travel of the orbs? Well, the answer to that is that macroscopic phase conjugation. Here it is. You guys want to go to my profile and check it out, share it with people. I've already posted how to warp an object using interferometry. So interferometry is creating your 0-point field with the orbs, shooting a beam at them, getting a reflected beam backwards. That's how you warp the plane back somewhere else. So not only have I taught you guys how to create a warp drive, taught you how the ether is tonight, but I also literally taught you how you can warp an object. This science will check out, will be proven to be real in the future. So go ahead and win yourself a Nobel Prize, whatever you want. Just split the money with me when you win it, and give me that Pulitzer Prize, please. Let's see what we got here. I thought there was something else in here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot in this one, you can literally see, look at the shape of this, chat. Look at the shape. This looks just like the orb. So one half of this is basically the orb. I think there's one where you see only one half as well. So I think that, like, the only thing I think they get wrong here, maybe the orb does have it on both sides, actually. Maybe we just don't see it and we can't tell because half of it's covered from our point of view. So this right here as well is that the energy does. It's like, does this not look familiar, chat? Here, where is it? Like, there it is, chat. You're staring at it. That's what you're looking at on this right here with the orbs. Crazy, huh? It's literally a ball of plasma that meets the definition of exotic vacuum object, just like we see here. Huh. Pretty funny, huh? Pretty wild. Well, Sabrine, I like you. I like you a lot. Okay. Let's do a quick cool down, guys. We have 13,500 people watching. That's definitely the biggest stream that I've ever done. So I guess if you want to know the secrets of the universe, maybe follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube. I posted a link to the Discord if you guys want to join. Yeah, I'm not suicidal. People are saying in the Discord. Pulitzer Prize equals toilet paper. I love you, Ether Bunny. I appreciate you, my man. Appreciate you. I'm probably not going to beef with Kimdotcom anymore tonight. I'm kind of tired of it. He's kind of irrelevant to us as well. Nothing he says matters anyway. So, am I not worried that someone may try to shut you up to keep the secret? It's too late. I just told you guys everything tonight to 13,000 people. So they might. I've always assumed that they would try to silence me, but I have no regrets whatsoever, even if they do. I've lived a good life. It's been fun. I can definitely swim, by the way. And honestly, like if anything were to happen to me, then you know everything I'm saying is true without any shadow of a doubt, although it is true anyway. But we should have free energy. I hope that this world gets free energy, and I hope we don't destroy ourselves. I really hope we don't. I think that we won't destroy ourselves because we didn't destroy ourselves with nuclear weapons. The problem with free energy is that someone like an ISIS terrorist could blow up the whole planet, and that's kind of a problem. because a lot of these people are like suicidal and suicide bombers, so they could probably blow ourselves up. Yeah, after I tear up the Pulitzer, what I'll do is I'll send everybody an MH37X. I'll send everybody a piece. I'll rip it up into a bunch of pieces, and then I'll send everyone like one tiny little piece. So wouldn't that be fun? Will I ever eat or drink again? I don't know. That's kind of a weird question. Yeah, of course I'll do an interview with Joe Rogan. And then we can go talk shit about Kim.com and Joe Rogan. That'll be fun. We can expose Kim.com as a CIA shill on Joe Rogan. No, I probably won't do that. I think Kim.com is just kind of an idiot, honestly. Like, he's a smart guy, but like, even a smart guy can be retarded when it comes to science and stuff they don't understand. Like, for a lot of people, the ontological shock of these videos is just too much. Like, for a lot of people, they just can't believe they live in a fake reality, and that we live in a holographic universe, holographic principle, because that's what this pretty much implies. Now, it doesn't mean our reality is anything less worth living. It still means we're still real. All this is still going on, but it means that there's a construct. I believe that there is a creator. Like, that's the only explanation for this for me. The fact that what you just saw right there is, to me, proof of a creator. We're looking at proof of God, if you want to think of it like that, which I think is a beautiful thought, personally. Joe Rogan should want to talk to me. I don't mean to say that to be cocky, but Joe Rogan talks to a lot of dipshits and morons, and like Jeremy Corbell, and I would like destroy Jeremy Corbell in a debate. Like, it would just be embarrassing, honestly. And honestly, this whole thing is just going to destroy the UFO community, because like, they were already super divided about this, but this shows that everybody in the UFO community is basically a big joke. There's like nobody except for a couple people, like alien scientist Jeremy Reese and a few other people that are actually looking into the science. And unfortunately, even Jeremy Reese doesn't think that we can warp an object like this, because he's more of the like traditional physics mindset. But he'll come around when this science gets proven. He'll come around. But at least he's looking into the damn science. All the rest of these people just want to like fuck aliens. Like, that's all everybody in the UFO community wants to do. So honestly, I'm doing you guys a solid on this one. I'm showing you guys how warp drive exists, which means that aliens can be real if you want. They can probably get here. I don't really care. Just in the Mantid Wars, I'm going to fight on the side of the Mantids. You guys can fight on the side of the Nordics if you want. But I'm all in on the Mantids, dude. They're fucking sweet. You don't mess with the Mantids, chat. You really just don't mess with the Mantids. Okay. That's been fun. Jean Pierre Pedette. Guys, the debunkers are super pissed off right now. They're really mad. Because we, like, the debunkers have a lot of skin in the game right now. Because if I end up being right, they're all going to look like morons. Like, forever. So these people are, like, super pissed off. Because this is, like, the end for them. And a lot of people, guys, if you're out there, please don't hurt yourself because this stuff's real. This doesn't mean that, like, you should just kill yourself or whatever. Like, you shouldn't do that. Everybody should live. Even the debunkers out there, you guys should live. I do think some of you should humble yourself a little bit and realize you don't know everything. And there's a lot more to the world than you think is real. But don't hurt yourself over this, please. Please do not hurt yourself over this. I can't believe we're beefing with Kim.com. Too funny, man. I can't get over it. Apparently, he's still trash talking. Kim.com's like a 12-year-old in the body of, like, how old is Kim.com, guys? Should we look it up? 50 years old. This guy's 50 years old. Why does he look like such a douchebag? I can't believe we're beefing with a 50-year-old man-child who has literally no reason whatsoever to even be involving himself in this, just exposing himself as a complete and total fraud. Look at what a jackass he looks like in these pictures, too. Look how fat he is. Look at me. I'm a big scammer, and I've never worked a real job in my life. Oh, my God. Who takes a picture like this? Who Who actually takes a picture like this, chat? I can't believe we're beefing with a 50-year-old man-child. Kim, go take care of your family, man. Go take care of your family, bro. Yikes, man. Embarrassing, dude. Wait, did somebody say something about Robin Williams? Yeah, dude. Robin Williams, man. Guys, when we confirm this is real, I think we got to vindicate Robin Williams. There's something sketchy about Robin Williams killing himself, man. That guy, like, he was one of my heroes, man. All my heroes keep dying. Kobe Bryant, Robin Williams. I might go full conspiracy theorist after this, guys. Just take people down. We'll take Kimdotcom down first. Then we'll take down the people who took out Robin Williams. Jabba the Hutt. Yeah. We're just having some fun, guys. We're just having some fun. Yeah, his wife seemed kind of hot. I mean, not my thing, but yeah. I mean, I'm into women, but I didn't find her that attractive. Oh, I forgot. So as I said earlier, Avi Loeb is actually going to make a statement about, I think, warp drive on the Big Things podcast tomorrow. So Christian asked him about me, asked Avi Loeb about me. And apparently, I haven't heard it personally, but apparently he says it's possible. So Kimdotcom is going to look even stupider tomorrow. So we've got this huge swell of momentum. And Avi Loeb is going to make a comment about how what we just disclosed tonight is potentially real. Avi Loeb is tomorrow. Get ready for it, guys. We're clipping that the moment it drops. I'll be posting it on my Twitter. Make that thing go viral. We are exposing the truth about MH370. We are exposing the truth about warp drive. We've got debunkers melting down. We've got Kim.com melting down. What a night. What a night, everybody. Anthony Bourdain, rest in peace, Anthony Bourdain, for sure. Very sad. Yeah, along with Bourdain. Guys, respect Anthony Bourdain. If you guys didn't watch No Reservations with Anthony Bourdain, dude was a legend, guys. Dude was a legend. No, Avi Loeb is not full of shit. Avi Loeb is legit. 100% legit guy. Yeah, Avi Loeb, exactly. Avi Loeb. Avi Loeb is probably the most reputable person in the UFO community, bar none. Like, no one's even close to this guy. Dude's super legit. One of my smartest liberal brain Reddit friends is still struggling to believe all this is possible. Yeah, no, your Reddit brain friends are never gonna. They're probably the lost cause, man. Redditors are just like some of the dumbest people on the planet. No offense if anyone's a Redditor, but it's true. They're like just the dumbest people on the planet. And unfortunately, a lot of liberal people, like, it turns out that it's not the conservative religious people that have a hard time understanding this, because this is totally consistent with the idea of God. A construct existing as idea consistent. It's the liberal brain people that think they know everything, that the government never lies to them. Those people are going to have apoplectic seizures, total meltdowns about this science and about this technology, because it means that they've been lied to their whole lives. Imagine thinking that the government's good and then finding out that you've been getting lied to your whole life. We could be living in Star Trek and the government's been lying about it. You know what a shock that is to people that think that the news is real? I can't get over it. I love it, chat. This is man, what a night, guys. Absolute great night, guys. I love it, man. Still believes that Anthony Fauci is a good guy. Yikes. Persecute Fauci, everybody. Prosecute Fauci, not persecute. Prosecute Fauci, guys. Prosecute Fauci. I'm 100% on prosecuting Fauci. Guys, if you think Anthony Fauci is not a liar, realize that Anthony Fauci told you not to wear a mask, and then like a week later said everybody should have to wear masks, and I was just lying because I didn't want the masks to get sold out or something, which doesn't make any sense because hospitals don't use surgical masks. The hospitals and the doctors and nurses wear N95s that they have to get fitted onto their face with respiratory therapists. I know because I work in healthcare my whole life for 20 years. Nobody has ever worn a mask before 2020. That wasn't a thing that people did in the hospitals. I don't know why people think that there were. I know because I've spent my whole life in healthcare. So Anthony Fauci is a fucking liar. And when he lied to everybody about, oh, you don't have to wear a mask. Okay, now you definitely do. And I was just saying that because I didn't want the masks to be overrun, but nobody was required to wear N95s. The thing that we had to wear was a piece of cloth over our face. So that doesn't even make any sense. Dude's just a 100% liar. Anthony Fauci, no matter what you think of him, is a liar, period. Also, there was a really funny clip with Anthony Fauci where he went to the hood, he went into the ghetto, and he was trying to tell people to get vaccinated. And like this one smart dude is like, nah, I don't trust that. I don't trust the government. I don't trust any of that. It was the most awkward thing ever. And I couldn't believe they actually aired it because it made him look like a complete idiot. So sorry. Wow, you guys are getting spicy in the chat right now. I can't even keep up, honestly. Wait, Julian's in here? Dude, I can't even keep up with all the people in the chat right now. We got 14,000 people watching right now. Yeah, I can't keep up. There's too many messages in the chat. So once again, everybody who is here, yep, the videos are real. Warping an object is real. We looked through the science tonight. Bring your best physicist if you want. Science will check out. Tomorrow, Avi Loeb is probably going to be making a statement on a podcast that says that warping an object is possible, contrary to what conventional physics would think is true. And we are, we're going to be able to warp objects in the future. Tesla was right. There is an ether. It does potentially have unlimited negative energy in it, which is exactly what we need to warp an object. And that's going to produce potentially free energy for everybody on this planet. Pretty amazing, guys. What a world to live in. I could never have chosen to live in a better time than what is happening right now. I couldn't be a happier person than I am right now in this moment, knowing super smart people. I want to shout out some people since we have so many people here right now. First, I want to shout out my admins, Awkwardly Animated, Malicite, Skinny Bob, Amanda, Mandolin. She left, but she's out there somewhere. Arwin, thank you very much. Beninator, you're a hero. Dorian Kootenai, you're a hero. Jay Brown, love you. JK Philly fan, you are a fucking legend, JK Philly fan. Lolly Hull, I love your voice. I love the British accent. Good person. 117, thank you very much, man. Appreciate you, brother. Sandy, Sassy Foss, thank you very much. Also, Sun Gobbler, Super Cow, you're a legend too, man. Appreciate you. Synonym and Ward Nugget, you guys haven't been around for a while, but you're also pretty awesome. I want to shout out some podcasters. First, I want to shout out Christian from the Big Things podcast. Talked to him today. That should drop, I don't know, week or so. Shout out Pat Unleashed on the Blaze. That was great. Shout out to Clayton Morris on Redacted. If you guys want to know more about the MH370 case, watch the Redacted podcast with Clayton Morris, where he talks about MH370. It was about 2 weeks ago. Probably the best podcast I've ever done. Very respectful. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. Let's see. What other podcasters can I do here? Oh, here we go. Okay. The Confessionals. Love you guys, Confessionals. Thank you very much. Tony Merkel, you're awesome. Chad and Sherry from the Investigate Earth podcast. Make sure you guys are watching them for sure. Stephen Diener from the UAP podcast. Planning on talking to him again in the future. Nice guy. Sonia Poulton was super awesome. Had me on a couple times. Leak Project with Rex. Cool dude. Alien Scientist, Jeremy Reese. We shouted him out. Bernie, Crypto Alchemist. Check him out as well. Shout out to Salvatore Paez, Dave Rossi, Bob Greenier, Roy D. Herbert. Also Martin Gibson. I'm sorry it's taking me so long to post our interview, but Martin Gibson, appreciate you, man, as well. Timothy Aberino, awesome to talk to. Tom Montauk. If you want to know about scalar physics, please check out my Hard Truths podcast with Tom Montauk. You can find it live on my YouTube. That was one of the most epic conversations I've had. Eric Hecker. I got to talk to Eric Hecker about Antarctica and scalar weapons. I mean, I'm living a blessed life, guys. Alpha Warrior, Brian Lupo, CanCon Actual is his screen name. These guys helped get us on some shows early on. That was awesome. And I'm not going to shout at everybody, but everybody who's out there. Alien Addict, guys. Alien Addict had me on like 4 times. I got to hang out with Dave in Nashville. It was awesome. It was a great time. Matt Kim. If you guys are not following Matt Kim, if you're into politics, if you're a Trump supporter, you need to be following Matt Kim. Matt Kim is an awesome guy, super down to earth, normal dude, super epic. Yeah, shout out to Edward C. Lin, the leaker of the videos. I can't believe we found the leaker of the videos. Like 99.999% sure Edward C. Lin is the leaker of the MH370 videos. Anyone who needs absolute proof, all we have to do is talk to Edward C. Lin, get him to talk about these videos. Game over, they're real. That's it. That's it. That's all we need. We have absolute verifiable evidence. So any journalists that are out there watching this, you don't have to believe anything I'm saying. Find Edward C. Lin, figure out what classified information is available on the internet that he leaked that the government was afraid would come out if they went to court and forced him into a plea deal. Just find that out. When it turns out to be these MH370 videos, game over. You know everything I'm saying is real. Diamond from the Magnetic Reversal News. Awesome. Shout out to Richard Syrett from Strange Planet, who also had us on Coast to Coast AM. That was awesome. Keith at the mic. He got us onto the Blaze. That was sweet. Liberty Lockdown with Clint. That was sweet. Infowars with Alex Jones and Harrison Smith. Although Alex Jones kind of didn't say much to us after that, which is a little bit awkward. Schizotopia, who hung out with us. Appreciate you. Jake Chansley, the shaman, Jake Chansley, is now one of my friends. What a time to be alive. The literal shaman, Jake Chansley. Quite frankly, make sure you guys check out him. Jimmy Corsetti, he's looking into ancient history. What a nice guy. Let's see. Who else do I want to shout out real quick? Blurry Creatures, thank you very much. Chris Leto. Chris Leto had us on multiple times. And he seems to be doing pretty well, so that's great. You know what? I'm going to even shout out Tim Pool. Tim Pool. Howard Hughes, Unexplained. The UK show. And let me see who else we got to shout out real quick as well, since we have a lot of people watching right now. Who am I missing, everybody? Oh, Red Pill 78, Zach Payne, Red Pill, the corruption detector. Make sure you guys check him out. Big shout out to Ian Carroll, who I've been talking to recently. Is an awesome dude. Oh, the Alpha Vets, Chris and Isaiah on the Isaiah or Ishmael. Boy. Anyway, Alpha Vets, check them out. Vetted. Pat Unvetted. Super awesome guy. If you're into the UFO stuff, check out Pat Unvetted. We actually did basically the Joe Rogan on Pat with Vetted. So if you guys want to get caught up on everything, check out the Pat Unvetted. It's just Vetted. And you can find my interview I did with him. It was like 2 hours. We just did like the full Joe Rogan long form interview, which he doesn't even really do a lot of those. So that was awesome. Just like a normal down to earth conversation. Big shout out to George Howard and the Cosmic Summit as well, which I will be at in June. So that will be a lot of fun. And I think that's good enough, honestly. Oh, Brian Escrow from Searching for Political Identity. He's a good guy as well. Joshua Reed, check him out on Twitter. You can find him at Real Joshua Reed. Trying to make sure I hit everybody. Skyfire News, Keemstar, Tupacabra, Red Panda Koala. All these guys, and Rufus 2688 from the I don't know what the Phone Booth podcast. They're flat earthers, but that doesn't matter to me. I mean, flat Earth can't possibly be real based on the technology that we're talking about, but that's fine. I don't care. I don't really care what people believe. So I think that's good. Oh, and people I find interesting with Tony. Yeah. Awesome, guys. Appreciate y'all. So longest stream that I've ever done. Oh, yes. Shout out to Lockheed Martin for making the orbs, guys. Big shout out to Lockheed Martin. Big shout out to the Department of Energy for coming up with free energy and hiding it from us for I don't know how long. Shout out to the AARO, who's been ghosting me, even though they know these videos are real probably at this point, trying to come up with a cover story for how they're going to lie to us. Or maybe they'll do the right thing. Can you imagine if the AARO does the right thing and says that these videos are real? That would be awesome, man. If they come out, AARO says, yep, the videos are real. We confirmed it. That would be sweet. Thanks, Heather Birdie, for the content as well and the stuff that's out there. Okay, I'm going to go through the super chats one more time because we had some huge super chats. Big Pooh, thank you again. Sandy, appreciate you. Jake, you had the most epic donation, man. Thank you very much, Jake. Appreciate you more than you know. My channel, appreciate you guys. Turtles all the way. Thank you very much. Huge epic donation. Amazing. PJ Mike, you've been around for a long ass time. The Next News Network, appreciate you, man. This is the greatest stream in the history of the interwebs. And then Sham6, appreciate you guys. Scalar Granny, shout out to Scalar Granny. Awesome. Yep, killer stream, guys. Okay, I'm going to play you guys out. I'll do one more Discord link for you guys in case you guys missed the earlier one. Hopefully there's still, if you guys can't get into this one, come back tomorrow and we'll do another one. Okay, guys, I'm gonna drop off. We're going to play Heather Birdie's song here. Oh, shout out to General Flynn as well. General Flynn follows me on Facebook. I have a literal general who follows me on Facebook or on X. General Flynn probably knows this stuff is real, and I think he's probably on the side of wanting to get it out. I don't know that for a fact, but that's the feeling that I get. That's the only reason why I can imagine he would be following me. So whether or not you like him or not, I like him. Seems like a good guy. Okay, guys, we'll play you out. Have a great night. Song time. Peace, MH370X. We out.
It's H370 until you do some research. Don't talk to me. I'm going to find the truth while I sip this martini. Your opinion, it means squat to me. It's H370. Not all heroes wear capes. I wear glasses to see. I'm going to find the truth while I sip this martini. The trolls hate seeing me succeed, but guess what? H370. It's H370 until you do some research. Don't talk to me. I'm going to find the truth while I sip this martini. Your opinion, it means squat to me. It's H370. Not all heroes wear capes. I wear glasses to see. I'm going to find the truth while I sip this martini. The trolls hate seeing me succeed, but guess what?